We'll see you, Brad. Yeah, we're coming on a little early, Brad. I'm going to do a check as soon as you get down there, but we're probably about a minute out.
Smart bringing them towers. Courtney Smart bringing them towers. I ain't smart enough. Bringing them towers. Yeah. You still have to stand up here and sweat just a little. Not no more. No. The older I get, the worse I get. I sweat like it. Well, you gotta see me in softball practice. Because I'm pitching and bullpen. I mean, this is crazy.
1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3, testing. Test 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3, testing.
Which offensive coordinator is going to show up? First half of last week or second half of last week? I don't know. We better hope the second half shows up.
Wow. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. That's pretty good, isn't it? Sounds good to me. We'll probably get this thing figured out about week 10 with this mic. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it's an interference thing. Here we go. Yes. Back home again, J.E. Hot O'Brien Stadium. The Tallassee Tigers versus the Central of Clay County Volunteers tonight. Friday night football. And region play begins. The 2-0 Tigers, the 0-1 Volunteers on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. Michael Butler here with Philip Nelson, Stephen Oz Osborne, and Brad Davis. Our producer, Leanne Butler. Our video guys from Tiger Nation, Philip Beckham and Courtney Thornton here as well as we get ready for this matchup, which ended the region season last year, won by the Tigers, which clinched a tie, a three-way tie atop the region with Clay Central and Sylacauga last season. And we talked with Coach Mike Battles about that earlier this week, and he said that was our best game last year. It would be nice to start the region campaign the same way this year. If you remember last year, they opened with Sylacauga in region play and dropped it and had to play uphill the rest of the way. So it would be nice to get a W. You might think it's too early to start thinking about playoff implications, but this certainly would have some possibilities of determining who might be that home team in the first round.
Never too early to think about the playoffs in high school. It's really not, because high school, this is where each week is important. I mean, it's you get into your area play, you try to get that first game under your belt, and then you can control your destiny for the rest of the way to an extent. But, boy, like we did last year, you get down one, and it takes you got to really battle back. And are we in the friendly confines?
I would say so, yes.
All right. So,
but I'll say one more thing on that region note. This year's region is different than last year's region.
It is.
It's a different makeup, but it's also a different number. There are only 6 teams in this region versus 7 last year, so you only have 5 region games, so you have less chances to make up for losses if you do fall.
Right, and the top 4 are going to go. So, we talked about that a good bit this morning. And also at Louis at lunch, with Graham and the River Region Sports, 2 people is going to be on the outside looking in. And this is strange to say, Michael, but right now, Elmore County is number 1 in the region. I know that's strange to say.
They won it last night. Their
They
first
won last
game
night.
in region play, a Thursday night matchup with Sylacauga, and they did take care of them
Right.
And, yeah, they're the leader. You're right. Silicaga's in dead last place, who tied for the region championship.
What kind of a high are they coming off of now? After
Oh,
I mean,
golly.
that's you're rock bottom last year, and look what they've done. I mean, that's a big statement, to be honest with you.
Well, and I brought that up for this reason. Okay, Silicaga right now is in last. Elmore County looks a lot better than what they have the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm like you, Michael. I think they're going to be a contender this year. I think they're going to be one of those teams fighting for one of those 4 spots to go to state this year. So right now, Silicaga, even their guys, on the radio kind of said they're a little bit down this year compared to years in the past. But, hey, somebody else has got to join Silicaga at the bottom. I don't want it to be us. So let's start off on the win tonight, and we be up there with Elmore County at the top.
Well, it's a hot one again tonight. We were thinking there may be some rain. There's a chance of showers in the forecast for tonight, but it is just a slight chance of that. It looks like that stuff has kind of dodged us so far. We've been dodging rain the first few weeks. We've seen a little bit here and there. Right now, just hot and sunny as we go down to the field where Brad Davis is. It's 86 degrees here an hour before kickoff.
Man, and we're starting to get some shade from this home side of the stands. We got a breeze. It's feeling okay. I was walking in, like you said, from the parking lot. Felt like it was 95 degrees. There was no wind. The field's in great condition. It's still that early season kind of weather happening out here tonight, and sun to go down. Maybe we'll put some light shows on tonight.
Well, we do know this. It is hot in this box. It's at least 85 up here.
And I'm
And
sweating
then
like
some.
a Coke bottle at a picnic.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, and maybe you're right, Brad. Maybe we'll see some lights tonight. They've been working on that LED light display. I
lot.
saw them working on it last night again.
Right.
We got to show it off the first game with Reeltown. Of course, last week, the big win on the road at Tuskegee.
Wait, did we show it off? I mean, we showed it and then it went off. But
Yeah, you
I
can
think
take that how you want.
They fixed it though, I believe. So it'll be
hope.
fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see.
Yeah. Well, 7 o'clock kickoff. If you're coming, come on down. We want to thank the folks at Tallassee Athletic Club. They always take care of us each and every week. And they wanted to give a shout-out to Tallassee Automotive, one of our sponsors, who took care of the team today with a pregame meal. Always appreciate the fine folks at Tallassee Automotive, Tallassee Ford, CDJR, right here in Tallassee, Alabama. They are great supporters of not only the Tigers, but everything in this community. We'll take a break here. It's the CBNS Bank Countdown to Kickoff. Tallassee Central of Clay County coming up here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Yeah, I was almost up to there for a second. I would have been getting nothing out. I'm out.
The friendly confines of J.E. Ryan.
22 to 70 on your roster. I put them arm back. Did you hear that? 22 to 70. I mean, it may be something comes into play.
Big old young ones right there running by. 74 looks like Michael.
Burger's pretty good. Got to get clunked.
Look, we're gonna be smarter than everybody we play this year.
the quarterback. He's kind of a slot receiver. So.
I didn't sweep, but he got like 10, 11 yards. I'm like, damn. They said, Iverson, look, the freshman out of Mike Road having a big night already.
I mean, he's a good athlete. I never thought he would play quarterback in college. I mean, he'd be more like a slot receiver or something. Doing exactly what you just said. How long does an MRI normally take, like on your elbow right there?
45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes, depending on what they're looking for and what they're looking at.
Oh,
And it depends on if they have to do an injection or just,
Mason was in and out 10 minutes this morning at East Montgomery Image.
well, it might have been, was it one that he laid inside of? Or was it one that he just sat at and put inside?
I think that's what he did.
So some of those smaller ones, all they do is put a coil on it, put it down there, and it does it. It's not as powerful, but you don't have to be to do it like that. But like the ones they do the spines and your neck and brains, you're looking at 30, 45 minutes most of the
And
time.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, I've had like on my knees and my back and stuff. I'm like, I'm sitting in that cave for like 45 minutes. I was just sitting there, you know, looking at my phone, thought I was going to be a minute. And I looked up, here you come out. I'm like, back up 15 minutes.
Depends on the body.
And plus, you know, he ain't got no body fat. So,
Well, that don't help. The more body fat you got, the better it is a lot of times. And the more water you got. Because what it does is it, an MRI realigns the hydrogen atoms in your body. So the more water you've got in your body, the better the image will be, the better the signal will be. It's not necessarily fat, but fat tends to be more liquid. Anyway, too much fat. So you'll get good images, and he's probably hydrated fine. So he was good. But yeah, they've made those smaller ones now that they'll just do an ankle. They can just do, I think, a knee, an elbow, or wrist, and you don't have to get in the big, huge 2.5 or 3 Tesla machine because those are strong and real powerful. But you do spines on that stuff. And
yeah, Mason didn't say he got in the tube, so I'm assuming he did what you're talking about.
and even if he did have to get
Because he
into
said something about like he had a sandbag in his arm so it wouldn't move or something, and it had like this. He said it had something on his arm.
yeah, they call those are coils to focus the magnetic. And he may have gotten in a tube and had it by his side. Because I know they did my shoulder.
They wasn't in there long. So,
But you said East Montgomery Imaging? Yeah, as far as I know, when I was there last time, they had the one MRI in the back, and that was it. So he probably got it too. But like I said, you really just do. If you got it like that, they do. They probably did coronal, axial, sagittal, and then they could reconstruct from that. So they didn't have to do anything.
they're looking for two things: a tear where the Tommy John surgery would be, or a hairline fracture in the stroke blade. Those are the two things they were looking for.
It's amazing what they can do now. They can the images. They can take so many images and then they can reconstruct from those images. And it's the same way with a CAT scan too. I mean, you can do a CAT scan like this, get it done in like 10 minutes, and then you can come back and do pictures that way, pictures that way, pictures that way, and reconstruct them to even go from the front and see the whole image. It's really cool.
Well, one last weekend when he was wrestling, dude slammed him and he went to post like that, and his elbow buckled on him, and so it's been mild. It was hurting really bad that day, and he was supposed to wrestle the next day. He pulled him out of the tournament because he couldn't even hardly. He had no hand strength or nothing. But the ortho there seems to think that he said his range of motion stuff is still pretty good. He says, so I'm hoping some hairline fracture in that growth plate right there, or just a severe sprain. He said, cause those two are a lot easier to get over. He said, cause if it's torn, that ain't good.
Yeah, but you don't want to, if it's a fracture in the growth plate, he's done. You don't want to wrestle and risk that growth plate because you mess up that whole joint.
Yeah, no, he said he's gonna be done for a little while. He said he'd be able to make it back, but he ain't gonna be able to wrestle for a while. So he should be back right before season starts.
I'm gonna brag on Marley a tad bit. Last Saturday we played we only had one game. It rained it out in Auburn, but she went 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, scored 2 runs, had a stolen base, and
Well, we got girls from Utah, from Tallassee. Pratt. So, we got everybody. The head coach is out from Tim Dean. And then it's Coon, Jimmy Hall, and Nick. They're all the coaches. And we moved up to 14. Oh, she's 17 to 14. And 10? That's the 3. That's
We'll say number 10 is probably a dude.
he's the tallest.
That's for sure. That don't mean that he's short. I just want to go out on him.
Well, let's move it tight spiral.
Throws that thing sideways.
Move it around.
Big Daddy and Dan down here knows that we snap it to him.
Looks good when you're. That looks right.
Hey, look at 74.
No, he didn't. Yeah, wrong, young man.
You gonna go straight on again? Let me see what I got.
It's like if you press it.
Can't really tell because the quarterbacks rotate between all the groups. So
It might be tilted just slightly to the left.
might be light on Happy Gilmore. Looks that way because you only got one shoe on. Not to go work the grass before we get kicked out for reals, for reals.
It went down that time. See, hang on, man. Yeah, it went down even more.
Yeah. See, I've had 2 micro picks on my right ankle. And the last one that Dr. Tucker did, he was like, this probably gonna be the last time we did this. He said, the next step is not gonna be one that you gonna play. He said, what's that next step? He said, when the 2 forces. And I said, they do like replacements. He's like, yeah, they're beginning to get, you know, more
The problem
available.
is this. It's straight up here.
But now that's
Down here, it's a
5,
little
6,
bit
7
off.
years ago.
It's
Last
just
one
not
he did, he was
level.
like last
Not
one
level
5 to 7
for a
years.
while. It'll be
And
close
he said,
enough.
but I'd have to send you to
Try to get ahead of
Atlanta
me.
somewhere like that to have that done. But I think there's some people in Alabama that are doing them there.
I'm sure in Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham somewhere. I think he might have some guys that used to live where he's doing it now, which is where he's at.
That's in Columbus.
Yeah, he comes to Auburn.
Oh, I got it.
I will see him at Auburn. The reason I see him is because my brother-in-law used to work with him. He was really used to it. But his doctor retired. They didn't have no other spots for a PA, so he went to a different group. In fact, he told us if Mason's on this tour, don't let him operate on it. Because he said there's going to be somebody over their group that trained Dr. Andrews personally. And he's just going to join their group. They said he's supposed to be the official. So, and I trust him. You know, I mean, shoot you. He's going to shoot you straight when you want to. He ain't got no personality. He's a good man. He just ain't got no personality.
Come back. Just got back.
I've been blessed because I had that in my leg, but I haven't noticed any problems with it yet. So, well, I have the rod, and then I had it taken out. They had to put me in traction around that hole. And I untied the weights off of it. I was trying to get up and go home. Mom said, that's why that hole is like that. It should look like that one right there. Weights
So,
on
talking about what did you do?
Oh, I broke in a car wreck.
That's be good. I broke it in the jaw.
Well, that's about the time we're going to leave.
So I've had issues with it. So
Takes about 50 minutes.
where we going to? Where we going to next Friday?
At Beauregard next week. Beauregard next week. Time we leave.
Just because you know what happened last year. Tuskegee, we left early, we still struggling.
Connecting up and everything.
Probably have to hook up like we did last time over there, although that worked out pretty well.
I actually like sitting up at the top of the bleachers like that. It's a little bit cooler. Sitting in this.
That might be what we do.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the home side.
Absolutely. I don't remember that much of it.
Well, we've got the
You know, I'm gonna lie to you. My memory's horrible. I don't remember this game last year.
Nelson, tight.
had to be nice throwing the ball.
Yes, we did.
Ready? You miss it. Don't bunch. I hope I can throw it.
My memory's horrible.
I got it. Done.
Better be ready to be hitting the mouth. They're going to get punched.
It's about the right area, yeah.
So that's what happened to us last week. I think they punched us in the mouth. We wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, the field still was kind of bushy in spots. Right around the 20.
I see what you said.
And then right down there. On the 20-yard line in the center.
Like it just right here. Something like this.
We hadn't done that. Afraid we make a sound. I think we'll get Kyle to come up here and take some of all of us.
Well, the microphone up there is on, so you might want to tell them that at least it sound like a while ago.
So we came in. Somebody probably just left a test pitch. At least they found it, got it shut off.
Not so good at that. Got to put the teams in there. You want to have those scores. If you'll key in the teams you follow.
I got Mike up for that.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't find Kent and couldn't find Friendship. I gotta ask Kent. Hot Road. They didn't take any keys from last week. Did they bring their band? Got a ton of coaches.
Count 17 guys. Count 8.
I see 17. They got a little student section down there. Got some ladies on.
Here we are. About a half hour from kickoff, Tallassee and Central of Clay County, the opponent tonight. First region game for both teams here in O'Brien Stadium tonight, where a crowd is already filing in for the second home game of the season for the Tigers. I do want to mention the folks from Clay Central have been very kind, and we've enjoyed talking with them over the week. We had some interaction via our show and show that they do on a sports talk station in Ashland, where the base is there for Central of Clay County High School. You know, they are right there between the two cities where Clay County and Lineville used to play. And it was interesting to talk with those guys this week, and Coach Battles did the same. Coach Battles been making rounds. He's been on, he told me, 4 different shows this week, including our own, which you just heard the interview. He's on with us every week. But this has got a big impact on what might happen in this region. And these two coaches have won a lot of football games between them. He talked about Coach Horn, who's got all those championship rings, 300-plus victories. But Coach Battles himself is approaching the 200 mark in his career.
That's pretty good. 2 good coaches going off against each other. Like I said, it's been fun. This has been, you know, a rivalry that's kind of been built over the last maybe 10 years or so. As they've kind of been in our region on and off and everything. And so I'm looking for a good ball game tonight. Coach Battles hit the nail on the head. You better be ready to play when you line up against Central of Clay, because Danny Horn's team, they're going to be ready, they're going to be physical, and they're going to be sound. So you're going to have to line up and basically whip them is what you're going to have to do. And so I hope our men are ready for that battle, because they're about to get in one.
And there have been big games. I mean,
Yes.
there have been, BB, when he had all those yards.
Huge night he had with him.
Yes, and so who knows what tonight holds? Who knows what's going to transpire between the lines when they come out here? And who knows how the teams are going to play? Last week we were in a dogfight the first half. Second half, we controlled the games. Who's going to show up first half tonight? We'll see.
You're referencing that Brandon Baines game over there at Clay Central.
Yes.
Boy, he rushed for nearly 400 yards that night. That was quite the contest. Coach Battles was coaching then. Coach Horn had not gotten back to Clay Central. He made a stop at Benjamin Russell between his Clay County job and coming back to what was the new Central of Clay County High School, where he's won a couple more championships. He has 8 in all in his coaching tenure. It's pretty impressive.
Wow.
And these programs, they have the backing of the communities. They love their football. There's already a good contingent here from Clay County to see their team play tonight. Of course, Tallassee always supports the purple and gold as well. Looking at some of the games this week, looking at a couple of games that were played last night, one in this region. Elmore County improves to 3-0. They took care of Sylacauga in the region opener for those two, 48-21 over Burt Haney Field in Eclectic. The Panthers 3-0 for the first time since 2015.
2015.
It's been a few years.
That's the first region game they've won in 3 years. So in region play over 3 years, they were over.
That's right.
For ever how many games it was.
Right.
And so, hey, look, congratulations, Elmore County. I'm glad they're off to a fabulous start. Got a new coach over there, and we knew about Peyton Stevens, okay? I think every athlete in Tallassee knows that kid, one way or the other. I mean, because he plays basketball, plays baseball, plays football. So the kid, we knew he's a legit, player. But it looks like they've kind of rallied a few kids around him, some athletes around him in the receivers corps and in the running backs, and they're putting up some points. But the thing to me is the thing that you've already said that's the most impressive for me, because they scored a lot of points last year. They were giving up, 42 points a game last year, 41, somewhere around that there. I think maybe the highest that's been scored on them so far this year is 21.
Right.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a huge improvement.
Yeah, they have definitely gotten better, and they're off to a good start. Again, 3-0 over at Elmore County after the win last night. Another Thursday night matchup that was played at Crampton Bowl and Montgomery Park Crossing in Carver. One-sided affair. Carver wins, improves to 2-0 with their victory, 31-0 in that game last night. Games tonight in the AISA. Edgewood is at Chambers. Macon East goes to Wilcox. And the AHSA Friday night action. Notasulga plays host to Toggaville. Lafayette at Reeltown. The Rebels back at it tonight after a week off last week due to weather. Calling that game with Dadeville that was supposed to be played. Doesn't look like that's going to be made up. Prattville Christian at St. James in Montgomery. I think that's the only local area game in the Montgomery area tonight in the small schools. Trinity's on the road at Southside Selma. Alabama Christian at Lynn. Montgomery Academy is traveling. They go to Bullitt County. And Catholic playing the team we played last week, Booker T. Washington and Tuskegee. Hopeful, they're in Class 5A, but in a different region. They open their season in region play tonight with Shelby County. Russell County goes to Stanhope. Wetumpka undefeated under new coach Bear Woods at Pike Road, looking for their first win of the season under new coach Ed Rigby. Lee and Opelika play in Opelika. Prattville goes to Smith Station. And there is a Saturday game, Jeff Davis and Lanier tomorrow at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery.
And this might be on another subject, but God has smiled upon us and blessed us with a cloud bank in front of the sun. Thank you. Thank you, Lord, for that blessing right there.
A lot of good games you just mentioned, Mike. A lot of good football games. And, the thing about it is some of these teams, we don't really know what they have yet as far as region play is concerned. A lot of teams getting into region play this weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out tonight.
We do have one other region game tonight other than our own. And, we mentioned Sylacauga and Elmore County have already played. It is Valley and Beauregard playing tonight at Valley. That'll tell us a lot more, too, about those two teams.
Right.
Who both are off to pretty good starts this year. But, again, everybody's getting into region play tonight with their first matchups there.
Yeah, could they both lose? That's just my feelings right there.
No, you're not a big fan of either two, though.
No, not really. Not a Valley fan at all.
Absolutely.
But, it's the way it goes.
Well, we'll keep you updated tonight. Scores during the broadcast and the scoreboard show presented by City Collision after the game right here on WTLS Tallassee Times TV and Spectrum. We'll take a timeout. More of the CBNS Bank countdown to kickoff coming up.
They said they got to redo them.
Why don't they just?
All messed up.
They need to take them off of that junk up there and put them right there, facing both ways.
Yeah. They're old and overdue. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a old dilapidated system. The crossover network's fine up there. Apparently, you get not getting anything but that tinny treble off those horns. That's awful sounding. They try to rework them.
It's left now, isn't it? Is it left? I think it is. Go by this one. Don't use the press box.
Please direct your attention to the field for the introduction of the 2022-2023 Pride of Tallassee Majorettes, Drum Major Dance Line, and
I can't tell.
First Drum Major Sophomore Kingsley Glasgow. Majorettes of Senior Edward Davis.
Yeah. Tallassee and Central Clay County here tonight. And the Tigers coming in with a 2-0 record. Central Clay 0-1 last week. Booker T. Washington, the opponent. Tigers were down 12-0 at the half, but scored 21 unanswered in the victory, 21-12. Tyler Ellis leading the Tigers on the ground again. He was the leading rusher in week 1. He followed that up with 124 yards last week on 18 carries. 7 of 12 passing last week as well for 85 yards. He did throw a couple of picks. 205 yards rushing in 2 games. He's averaging over 100 per game. Clay Central in their season opener last week lost at Benjamin Russell by a score of 33-14. If you look at the history of this matchup, Tallassee and Central Clay have split the first 4 games. They've only played 4 times since they've been Clay Central. Tallassee won last year 39-28, and that put us in a tie with Clay Central and Sylacauga for the Class 5A Region 4 championship. There's another bit of history that goes back beyond Central Clay. It's when they were Clay County, and if you want to take the other half, Lineville, Tallassee's played both. Tallassee was 2-0 versus Clay County, and they were 1-0 against Lineville back in the early days of some high school football. You know, we've been playing for more than 100 years. And these were all O'Brien-era games. Coach O'Brien was here in the 30s, 40s, and into the 50s, actually. And they played Clay County and shut them out both times in 1939 and 1940. They also played Lineville in 1944. That was in the midst of the 57-game unbeaten streak. And Tallassee won that game 72-7. Wow.
Boy.
It's one of the most lopsided games we've ever had here. We talked about last week that Tallassee beat Tuskegee, since we were playing in Tuskegee versus Booker T last week, that they won a game in 1928, the largest lopsided win ever, 77-0 back then. And this is right up there with it.
Pretty close.
Yeah, 65-point victory back in 44 over Lineville. Again, Lineville and Clay Central, they have been about 10 years at it now as a consolidated school when they combined them. And we talked about rivalries. There really was none better than that one, the Clay Bowl as it was called. They played in the span of their high school histories more than 100 times.
Ain't that crazy?
They played every single year and sometimes more than once in a year.
How about that?
Yeah. So it was an interesting thing to have a rivalry that was that strong, and then you merged the 2 schools together. So that's what they did.
And they became a pretty big powerhouse. You know, they went from smaller schools that were powerhouses into one big school that's a powerhouse. So
that's right. They've been successful in every level. So,
right.
Between the 2 schools and now as one. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the matchup. We got our starting lineup still to be unveiled, our projected starters at least, plus the coin toss and the opening kick. Tallassee versus Central of Clay County coming up here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV at Spectrum.
It would be a good crowd if we were still here. People get a little bit misled by that, as big as they are.
Right. There's a, like I said, there's a lot of people, but it's also
Yeah. Just moments away from kickoff, Tallassee versus Central of Clay tonight here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV at Spectrum. That's Spectrum Channel 340. We appreciate all who are following us on our YouTube channel as well. And several ways to listen on the radio. Again, 1300 AM since 1954, as well as 94.7 FM on the dial and 106.9. We also are online at 1300WTLS.com and on several apps out there. So no reason not to be able to check it out, right?
I mean, who wouldn't want to hear the golden voices of WTLS? I mean, I don't know. So it's a pretty night, though. Oz was right a while ago. We kind of been blessed. The sun's kind of gone down a little bit.
Let's pause for our invocation, the pledge, and our anthem.
Please join in our pledge to the United States flag. The pledge will be led tonight by the captain of the Pride of Tallassee, Josh Cobb. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. We now ask that you join in singing as the Pride of Tallassee plays our national anthem.
Good crowd on hand, still filing in for both sides. Here are the projected starters for tonight for Tallassee on offense and defense. Quarterback Tyler Ellis, his senior season, will get the start at QB. Cade Everson and DJ Leonard are the halfbacks. The fullback is Caden Griffin. On the offensive line, Ben Carwile, Micah Cole, Austin Gray, Braden Arnold, and Jatwan Griffin. The ends are Josh Boatwright and Mason Stewart. Defensively for the Tigers tonight on the defensive line, we have Micah Cole, Braden Arnold, and Eli Whittington. The linebackers are Luke Burdett, Caden Griffith, Josh Griffin, and Joseph Hooks. And the defensive backs, James Bender, DJ Leonard, Cade Everson, and Travarius Langford. The punter, Cade Everson. The kicker, Alec Carswell. Those are the Tiger projected starters. We've been very fortunate here in the early going, even though through 2 games we've seen a lot of guys go down. It's not been by serious injury. It's been cramping. We've dealt with that for the first 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll get better in that department tonight. But we haven't had anybody go out in the first 2 games, and that's a rare thing. We're very fortunate there. Yeah, knock on some wood.
You better
somewhere.
start knocking hard, man, because and it's, you know, right now, to me, it seems like it's gotten a little cooler. Now,
It has. The sun set a little bit. So.
well, we've got that cloud bank, but it's not the oppressive. I mean, it doesn't seem as humid right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but I know there's some flaring up around the state. Hopefully, we can get through this without so much, because these guys need to start getting the potassium in the system, getting hydrated, and that game shape's about to kick in.
Well, it's 84. It was 86 when we got here, so you're right. It cooled off.
2 degrees. Woo!
2 whole degrees. I hear you.
And maybe it's just this breeze. We finally got a breeze coming through this door.
I think that helps.
Feels good, yeah.
It's probably because we're soaking wet up here, and the breeze hitting wet T-shirts is cooling us off. But getting ready for the captains, Mike. Getting
We do
closer.
have Tallassee who have come onto the field, so we'll let you know who they are. It's Mason Stewart, Luke Burdett, DJ Leonard, and Troop Cresswell. Those seniors all in the purple jerseys with the gold breeches, white trim. And we still are awaiting the Clay Central captains to come to the midfield mark. They're in their white jerseys tonight with the gray pants and navy blue and red trim. And here are their captains making their way now out to the 50-yard line. And they are Dante Thomas, C.J. Davis, and Evan Horn. And we're told Evan is not a relation to the coach, Danny Horn. Not close relation.
Not close relation.
As the captains make their way to the middle of the field, and we'll turn it over to Brad Davis.
Right there, guys, y'all shake hands. Y'all will take about a step back, and I can get in here and go over a few things with you. I'm Mr. Poe. I'm the referee. Mr. Castro, he's the umpire. We're heading up the officiating team tonight, just like you're heading up your teams as captains. It's a real honor to be selected as captain, but it comes with a lot of responsibility. It calls for team leadership. The best way to do that is by example. That means no finger pointing, no cussing, no taunting, and no late hits. And don't get me wrong, we don't want you to play easy. We want you to play with everything that you've got. We want you to play under control, help keep your teammates under control, and play in a manner that best represents your schools, your families, and your communities. That being said, I'm going to show you both the coin. That is tails under the Super 7, heads under the AHSAA. You get to call it, and let's do it now if you will. You want heads. All right, I'm going to flip it. If I drop it, we're going to flip it again. It's tails. You won the toss. You want the football? You want the ball. All right, let's get you want to kick the toss.
We've won. We're getting the ball.
All right, well, Central Clay will be kicking it. Tallassee will be receiving it as we get started. Just seconds away now from the kickoff, Tallassee and Clay Central. This has been the CB&S Bank Countdown to Kickoff. More coming up from WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. This is one of those short breaks, isn't it? Good. Okay. Ready. Tallassee and Clay Central. Mike battles for the Tigers in his 11th year here in Tallassee. 72-40 mark. He's got 26 under his belt overall, 189 victories, 95 defeats. Danny Horn, 5th season at Central of Clay, a 45-11 record, 2 state championships since his move back here with a new consolidated school. He's got 8 overall from his days back to Clay County. Overall record in 34 seasons, 332 wins and 94 losses. And versus Mike Battles, he's 1-1. 2-2 overall against Tallassee from his days back at Benjamin Russell, where he was also 1-1. So we're ready to go with this one. Tallassee, Clay Central again. Tallassee won the toss. They've elected receive. They'll be defending the goal to the north here at J. Bryant Stadium.
Well, Michael, we've already broken one tie and come out on top this year. Let's go ahead and break another and come out on top, right?
Be nice. Last week we started slow. Did not get in the board at all against Booker T. Washington, but closed it out in style to get the W. Teeing it up is Bryant Hamlet. Kicks it. Watermelon-style kick. Leonard had trouble with. He's going to have to go down and they dive on it back to the 11. That was a disaster. We're lucky we got the ball. Everson had to just go on top of it, so didn't want to turn it over.
Yeah, DJ kind of let that ball bounce away from him a little bit, and then he kept looking up to see if he had a hole to run through. You don't do that when the ball gets by. You just got to go find it and get on the ball, and don't turn it over within inside of your 10-yard line the first kick.
You know, Tyler had this outstanding game last year and just lit up the Central Clay defense, putting 39 on the board. He'll line up as a receiver. Cade Everson on a Wildcat snap goes right. Not a lot there. As he got out to maybe the 12, a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, Central Clay did a good job of filling the gaps on that play right there, Michael. I got some really big boys in the middle, number 56, number 58, a good-sized young man, Leroy Cheek and Omarion Marbury.
Stay in that same formation.
Yep.
Everson now switch it over, and it will be Ellis who comes under center now. Everybody in tight. And it's an end-around handoff to Everson, looking for room to run. Not a lot there, though he breaks the tackle out across the 15 to about the 18-yard line. It'll leave third down, and they did about 3.
That was a good hard run by Cade Everson, and I'd have liked to have seen him bounce it to the outside just a little bit more. He kind of ran in the back of one of his own players right there, but had some pretty decent blocking out in front of him, so good pickup. Let's see what kind of formation we come out with on what is it, about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4?
Correct. Going to go to a shotgun. Ellis moves over. Leonard to his left. He is going to look to throw, and he will lift it out there, and it is knocked down. Little contact, but no call. Incomplete, intended for number 6 for the Tigers. That's Brody Ellis, his brother. And it'll be 4th down, so 3 and out with bad field position to start. We need a good punt from Everson.
Yeah, I kind of like the call. I like to be aggressive, so try to keep them off the offensive line and allow your offensive line to be able to do a little bit of work during the run game. So now we got a flag.
The white hat is Skip Poe. He's an SEC official, works baseball games. According to Jimmy, he does a lot of umpiring. He says he's a classic guy. He called a personnel issue on Tallassee, substitution. They had too many. I guess we had too many guys.
Too many guys on the field.
5-yard penalty, and we'll have to back up even more. So Cade's going to stand on the goal line to punt this. A couple of return men back for Clay Central. Boyd and Cosby. He gets it off. It's a line drive end-over-end job. It's taken at the midfield mark by Boyd. He breaks the tackle and will break another tackle. Keeps his feet inside the 40 and down to the Tallassee 36. Excellent field position for Central Clay to start on the Tigers' side of the field.
Yeah, good hard run by Central Clay. As I said, last week we had to deal with speed. This week we're going to deal with toughness. They're just going to line up and hit you. Kind of two different styles. So
let's see what this defense can do. Quarterback is Darren Harris, a 6'1", 155-pounder, a junior. We were told Clay Central lacks experience with the starters this year. A lot of players were lost to graduation. Similar to Tallassee, we lost 19 seniors off the squad last year. First running play to Heflin, right up the gut of the defense, and it's a good gain down to the 30 of the Tigers of 7 yards.
Yeah, good job by Luke Burdett diving in and making a play right there. They was going to pick up even more yards than that.
They'll put Heflin in motion this time. Empty set with a shotgun. And looking to pass on second and short, and underneath wide open. Catch is made. First down inside the 25. And that will move the change. Completion to Alan Clark. And Tallassee's Joseph Fuchs and DJ Leonard over there to take him down, along with Bender.
And Bender and Hooks actually had pretty decent coverage on that route.
Here's first and 10 from the Tallassee 24. And they'll give it to the one back. He's going to take it inside the 15, down near the 10. Looks to be close to another first down.
Yeah, number 5, Trey Heflin carrying the ball, 6'1", 185 for Central of Clay. He's a load, man.
He moved the chains once again. He's a 6'1", 185-pound senior, and it's first down and 10 at the Tallassee 12. Wishbone now.
Don't see that a lot anymore.
Harris goes under center. Hand it off. Heflin again. Inside the 10. Makes his way down to about the 9-yard line. Let's give him 3 there. Second and 7.
Yeah, I forgot that Coach Horn likes to run the bone down on the goal line. So
Defense was good, bend but don't break most times last week. Let's see if they can keep that going. Heflin again. Cuts back. Nice move inside to the 5. And he'll fall forward inside the 5 to about the 4. Third and very short. Remember, they can't get a first down without scoring.
Right, that guy's a handful, man. I know they only list him at 185, but I believe he's a little bigger than that.
Yeah, he's close to the first down. They're about a yard away at the 3, it looks like. Third down.
He's a strong kid, I can tell you that.
Wishbone set again. The powerhouse backfield. Handoff left side. First and goal to the 1. That was Boyd who got it that time. That's LaDamian Boyd. They've got a couple. Tyler Boyd is the other Boyd that runs. And it's first and goal at the 1-yard line. Quarterback sneak. And it is a touchdown. That was easy.
Yep.
Gave him a short field, 36-yard drive. Ends with a touchdown by the quarterback, Darren Harris. And Clay Central scores first.
Yeah, we're going to have to make some adjustments. One of the things they're doing, Michael, though, they're spreading us out and then hitting us right up the gut.
Extra point coming. And the kick's up. And it is good off the foot of Dylan Davis. Central Clay 7, Tallassee nothing. 7:51 to go first quarter. Tallassee Tigers football from Score 94 and Hit 106. Maybe we can catch it this time. He might have been down on the knee. My goodness.
That was a dead giveaway, too.
Well, another mistake on the kickoff return. We had a knee down when we tried to retrieve it, and it'll be at the same spot as we started the last drive, our own 11-yard line. Things have started very badly already for Tallassee, and Central Clay has already chalked up a touchdown, 7-0. With 7:49 to go in this first quarter of play. We got the ball first, went 3 and out, gave them a very short field. Now we got to get something going here. Deep in our own territory.
Got to get a drive going.
Ellis in a shotgun, brings Griffin in motion. They'll hand it to him. Trying to get to the corner. He gets to the edge. He's got good room, maybe first first down, as we'll see out close to the 20-yard line where they marked it down. And I think they say, yes, it's enough. Move the chains.
Good run by little Josh Griffin.
Well, that's nice to see. A first down for the Tigers on the first play of the second drive.
Well, you know, last week we couldn't run wide at all against Booker T because they had speed. Clay's not going to be quite as fast, so I would like to see a little bit more outside runs instead of right up the middle.
Gun again for Ellis. Griffin, a play fake to him. They keep with Ellis. Oh, nice close to take him down, as it was LaDamian Boyd who came in. It looked like there was a hole there, and it closed with him getting very little on that play, maybe a yard.
Yeah, LaDamian Boyd has some good closing speed, good open field tackle. Because I was like you, Mike. I saw a pretty good hole on this side.
Yeah, I think Tyler wanted somebody to pick him up, so he was coming in from the linebacker position, and we missed him. Second down play, 9 to go. Gun again, shotgun formation for Ellis. Play fake, looking to pass, and that breaks down quick. He'll throw down the field for Griffin. A jump ball, it is intercepted. Picked off by Cosby. And the ball came out. Tallassee got it at the 48. It's a turnover, and then another turnover.
Good
recovered by Ellis, Brody Ellis.
Yeah, I was going to say good head up play by number 6, Brody Ellis.
Griffin stripped that ball out after it was a jump ball on a long pass. That's the best play we've had tonight.
We might need to try that 2 or 3 more times. Not really more. But yeah, Josh did a good job knocking the ball loose, and Brody Ellis did a real good job of kind of following the play. We got live, Mike, at the
48. Clay Central. Under center is Ellis. They might have jumped. Didn't get a call.
Too.
Bender right side, breaks a tackle, and then is taken down. They're not going to miss many tackles. There's the tackle that time was made by Tyler Boyd. They have, again, 2 of them on the defense and offense. Play lost a yard. It'll be second down 11. You really keep popping it out there. Really tough to get yards. You want to try to keep it vertical if you can. Heat break timeout. Let's take it with them. 5:53 to go, first quarter, 7-0, Clay Central.
Who just ran that ball? I had to get all the interception and fumbling on. Okay.
Bender.
Loud band, aren't they?
You'll be able to hear him for sure.
Yeah. Leonard running, breaks a tackle, 40-yard line, down the left sideline, inside the 30, cuts back to the 20, taken down at the 10. DJ Leonard taking it 38 yards for a Tallassee first down.
That's the DJ Leonard we're used to seeing right there, Michael. That was a good run.
Tallassee needed a spark. They got one after the heat break timeout. It is first and goal. They marked it on the 10-yard line. 7-0 our score. Central of Clay leading Tallassee. First quarter of action. Everson lines up the quarterback. They'll shift him over to the left side, and that'll be Ellis now. And he'll hand it off to Cade. Nice cutback. Got to the 8. Not a lot of room after he found a small opening. He got 2.
They're a little bit faster than I thought they would be.
Now, they got some athletes.
Yeah, they do. Their linebacker core is extremely active.
They can close quick.
Need some misdirection. Counter that.
Yeah.
second down. It is goal to go at the 8. Ellis, play fake, keeps up the middle. He goes inside the 5 to the 4. Maybe the 3. We'll see where they spot it. Looks closer to the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I was hoping he got that little extra nudge, Michael, down to the 3.
Well, it's 4-down territory, down
Oh,
7-0
no doubt.
down here.
No doubt.
Little shift to Griffin at quarterback now. He's going right, and he's got a man to beat. He couldn't get there. Well, that was easy for McNeil. I thought that Griffin might be able to get there. He did not, and he failed to get anything. 4th and goal now. Do you kick the field goal or go for it? Might have given him a yard. He's about the 3, it looks like. Yeah,
You got to go for it. Nothing else is going to pin them deep down
well,
here. So.
I mean, you always got a chance you don't make the kick, obviously. So here we go, 4th down run for the Tigers coming up. 4th down play from the 3. And Everson is at quarterback, and they jump. Didn't call it. He's going to go right. He'll go to the goal line. Did he get in? Yeah, did not. He did not get the indication. I thought they jumped across before the snap.
6 inches short, guys. That was a heck of a run, though. Heck of an effort.
Did not get in, and Clay Central takes over basically on its goal line.
On the 6-inch line. And they did jump on this side, Michael, but they just did not call it. They jumped down here earlier, and they didn't call it either.
Yeah, it did look like somebody moved across over there. We couldn't tell. And you can't hear a whistle. Their band was blaring on the snap. So Tallassee gets all the way to the, basically, as Brad said, the 6-inch line and fails to put it across. They struggled this last week. Could not get it in the end zone. Let's see if they can at least pin them back and get a chance. Who knows, maybe a safety or get the ball back with a short field. Clay Central's second possession. It was a 36-yard scoring drive the first time. And they'll hand off in the backfield, and they're going to get a little breathing room as they'll move it out a couple of yards to about the 3.
Yeah, I don't look for Danny Horn to do anything pretty right here.
Second down.
He's just going to line up and hit you.
They're doing that wishbone set again.
They are indeed.
Harris under center. And another handoff left side. And a little bit across the 5. Back-to-back runs from LaDamian Boyd. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah.
We're looking at about 3 to go.
You know, you was talking about the wishbone. They've been picking up pretty good yardage with the wishbone. I mean, it gives you an extra blocker in the backfield, so. Looks like they took the wishbone guy out. We're going to see right here, though. No?
They made a shift. He moved over to the right, to the other side. Well, he moved out and is out of there. He was at a halfback position. And it will be not enough there this time. Good stop. Straight run to Heflin, who went right. He only got it to the 8, and that makes 4th down. They're going to have to punt it. So a great stand by the defense on 3 straight runs by Clay Central. They didn't want to risk anything. And so we should get good field position here.
That was a good read by Little Josh, inside linebacker. Well, actually, he kind of plays outside, but it was a good read and filling the hole. So he's the one that made that tackle, and it was pretty much a one-on-one. So good job right there by Little Josh Griffin.
In the punt. And we don't have him on the roster. We have to check on that. Number 70.
I thought I saw him.
Do we
a
have
while
a
ago.
switch yet? They said 22 with 70. Jason Spivey, that's right. That's a good-looking punt. Did he come up and catch it, though? We did not. They're going to get about 20 on the roll. Come up, catch a football. The ball's going to roll down at the 46 of Tallassee.
We gave him 20 yards.
You got to come up and get it. And I don't know if they were instructed not to do it. We had 2 guys back to catch it.
Come up and call a fair catch.
That kind of hurt the old field position there, didn't it? You get yourself set up to get great field position, and we gave them back basically a couple of first downs right there.
I've never been a fan of that. I don't care what level you're on. Come up and catch the football.
Well, Tallassee did get the ball back on a 3-and-out by Clay Central. Failed to get in the end zone on that last drive. Got to the half-yard line, basically. So here we go. This is the third possession of the night as we wind down under a minute in this first quarter. I was kind of surprised we didn't go back to Leonard on that last drive, maybe. He had the big run. He didn't come back. He's in the backfield next to Ellis. Going to pump and look to throw, and he's going to need some help. He's pressured and will throw it to his younger brother, Brody, too high, incomplete. I think he had him early. He didn't
It's
let
a
it rip.
hold.
We got a flag in the backfield. Yeah, if you back there that long, sometimes that happens with the protection. I'm thinking back to last year, our first region game at Sylacauga, how poorly we started, and it looks like we picked up where we left off there. It is a penalty against Tallassee for holding that'll back us up 10 from the spot. And it was pretty far back there, so we're going all the way back inside our own 30. How the field position has changed. Let's see if I can count up the yards. Replay first down. They moved it back to the 28. We got to get to the 43. We got about 25 yards to go or something like that. 20, well, more than that. Here's a running play to the left side with Everson. And he fights his way across the 35 to the 37.
Good pickup.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had so far to go. He's still behind the chain. Second down.
And 20.
Thank you.
It's on top of the stats there.
Get the rundown after this quarter is complete of how that stacks up from Oz. He'll be posting as well on Twitter, as he always does. Thanks for the follows at WTLS Radio on Twitter. And we need to hurry. We have got to snap
They may
the ball.
just let it run on out.
Oh, yeah, we got a little playtime differential. I think that's what they're going to do. We have completed the first quarter. 7-0. Central of Clay County leading Tallassee. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Hey, is
that the mentality of this coaching staff? Just let a foot roll. That's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. I don't like it. I mean,
oh yeah.
All righty.
Hey, are you guys picking up their band? Much.
Bad, big time.
Dude, I tell you what, it is deafening when we go under.
Here we go.
Go into center.
Let's turn it over to Oz for the stats through one quarter.
Total offense, Central Clay 44, Tallassee 74. Passing, 3 for Clay, 0 for Tallassee. Rushing, 41 for Clay, 74 for Tallassee. Of course, the big difference is the scoreboard.
It is 7-0. Central Clay leads. Here's Tallassee's second down and about 20 to go from its own 37-yard line as we flip sides of the field. It is going to be a running play to Everson. Makes a nice move, breaks the tackle, then out, cross midfield. He's to the 45, and looked like he might have been ripped down even by the headgear.
Where's the horse collar?
As he is close to the first down. That was an excellent run by Kate Everson. Brings up third and short.
They're getting back on the ball quick. Trying to do a little hurry up, Michael.
Third and we'll say about 2. And we
There
got
we
the
go.
jump. That worked. That'll give them an automatic 5 in the first down. Brad asking about the band. The Central Clay band is a loud band. We're right up on top of them. We got our mics muted when they're going full blast, at least the ones we can turn off on the field.
They're alive and well.
Feel like we got to scream over.
But, you know, I like it, though. I like a lively crowd.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun.
First down after the 5-yard penalty, moves it to the 40-yard line. Tyler Ellis will come back under center. He'll hand it off. It is going to be Leonard. Makes a couple of shifty moves and then is tackled after he got to about the 39. All of that to get a yard.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit better of, one, opening a hole, and then we need to hit one cut and upfield. Every cut you make gives the defense just that much more time to get to you.
Yeah, you're right. A little maybe too much dancing there.
Right. You gotta cut and go.
It's second down, 9 from the 39 of Clay Central. Tallassee down a touchdown early in the second quarter. Everson is at shotgun. He'll move over to a right wing position. Leonard's to the left. We got one back behind Ellis now at quarterback. Play action. And it's a keeper by Tyler. Made a nice move himself. He got inside the 35 to the 34. That's a good gain. It brings up third down and about 4 to go.
Yeah, that was actually kind of a little trick play, misdirection. They started Leonard this way, and I actually thought they were going to give the ball to Caden Griffith on that play, and then Tyler wound up keeping it and going around left side.
I'd kind of like to see him give it to Caden again.
Me too. He had some good carries in that first ball game.
That's right.
Here is the 3rd and 4 from the 34. And it's Everson on a high snap, going left, getting hit, not getting there. He is going to be short to the 33. There's where they have the mark. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 to go. Maybe 2, long 2.
Look like it got a timeout.
Coach Mike Battles wants to take one. We'll take it with him. 9:20 to go in the first half. Central plays 7, Tallassee nothing.
You know what I'd like to see?
Here we go.
A jump pass.
Tigers with a 4th down play coming up. They need about 2. Ellis at quarterback. Hands it to Everson, who throws his batted in the air. It is incomplete. Intended for Stewart. We come up empty again on a 4th down. So we tried it a couple of times. One time near the goal line we ended it. This one ends at the 32 of Central Clay. Still nothing for Tallassee, down 7-0. 9:01 to go in the second quarter. And here come the Volunteers back on offense. They were 3 and out on their last series from their own, 1-yard line?
Yeah.
And then punted it, but got the great roll after the kick. And, you know, those yards do come into play.
They matter.
It was 20 yards of roll on that punt, and, you know, we'd be at the 10 instead of the 30 right there. Maybe could even kick. Something to get on the board. Now they got room to run, and they got a little momentum up the middle of the defense. Goes Heflin for a first down carry for another first down. Out across the 45 to the 47.
Yeah, that young man's strong. I know we keep saying that, but, man, he's a hard runner. Hard to bring down.
Harris in a shotgun. And they'll hand it off again. It's Heflin again. Nice move. And he'll throw it across midfield. He's to the Tallassee 44. Tackle was made by Tallassee's Cade Everson. And he took the brunt on that blow. Tallassee wants to use a timeout. I think Coach Battles wants to give his guys a breather, maybe make an adjustment. 8:31 to go in this first half. Clay Central leads it 7-0. Yeah. Eflin on another run, another first down. Second and short, he picks up 3. That moves the chains again. At the 41 of Tallassee now, Clay Central trying to add to a 7-0 lead with 8:16 to go in this first half of action. Harris in the shotgun. Hands it off to Heflin again, and up the middle he goes. We get killed up the middle as he's got another 9 yards. Maybe enough to move the chains, we'll see.
Yeah, they're opening up a huge hole, and we're not doing anything about it right now, for sure.
It is a first down run of 10 yards to the 31 of the Tigers. They tried to beat the snap there, and we jump, unless they move first. Trying to time the snap. It is offsides against Tallassee. Really not getting things done here in this early stages of the game. And that makes it a 1st and 5, moving it to the 25 of the Tigers. In the pistol again is Harris. Heflin behind him. He's gotten it every time on this drive. Let's see if we can maybe make a stop. Hands it off to him again. And he keeps his legs driving forward to get the first down. We hit him about 2 yards shy of the chains. He picks up another couple of yards to the 20, and that moves the sticks again.
Yeah, we got good penetration that time, and like you said, we actually hit him behind the sticks, but he carried about 3 or 4 defenders with him.
If it ain't broke, keep handling it to him.
I would. I would not do any different for sure.
Problem is they're going to fake it to him in just a second, hit something over the top.
We got a flag on the field. I'm not really sure what this one is.
I'll say that can't be against Tallassee.
Legal procedure is the call against Clay Central. So it makes it 1st and 15, backs it up to the 25-yard line. Well, that could change things up for you when you just get 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 yards a clip. You got 1st and 15. And they will give it to Heflin. It spins away from a couple of attackers, breaks another one. Inside the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone for the score. He broke at least 3 tackles on his jaw across the goal line, and Clay Central has gone ahead 13-0.
Yeah, right now we do not have an answer for number 5.
That was just poor tackling there. I know Coach Battles talked about how we won last year, and he talked about tackling. He said, we executed, we made big plays, but we tackled. And we failed to do that job on that possession. Here's the extra point attempt. by Davis. His kick is up, and it is good. 14-0, our score. Clay Central on top. 6:52 to go in this first half of play. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. Yeah. Hamlet kicking off, a 14-0 Clay Central lead, 6:52 left in the first half. Squibber. Tigers can field it this time. Here they come across the 20. Langford to the 30, breaks a tackle. He's across the 35, running hard out to the 38. Good return by Travarius Langford for Tallassee. Best field position we had in this first half of action. Most of our struggles have come on kickoffs.
They have indeed, but that was a good hard run by Travarius Langford, senior, 5'6", 150.
Well, we need to put one together here and get some points on the board. Give our defense a little breather. I know a lot of our guys are going both ways anyway, but we really got abused on that last drive. Let's see what happens here. Tallassee's had a couple of decent drives. No points to show for it, though. A tight formation, everybody underneath. Play action, want to go for the big one. Down the field, Ellis for Leonard, and he missed him by a couple of yards. A little too long. It'll be second down.
Good play call.
Hit that one against BTW last week. It really wasn't there this time.
Yeah, it was a good play call. I mean, DJ had a step, but just floated the ball just a little bit too much over his head. If he makes that one, it's a pretty good play by the Tallassee Tigers.
Pike Road is up on Wetumpka. It's 14-7 as they have just ended the first quarter play there at Pike Road. Tyler will take it himself, go left. Got some room to run. He's got a lot of room to run. Down the left sideline, inside Clay Central territory.
Where's the flag on
Shot
that?
down inside the 40-yard line, went out of bounds at the 33.
And they got tackled 3 yards outside of the doggone playing field.
Yeah, you can see that from way up here. They tackled him out of bounds. Should have been tacked on 15, but
29-yard run by Tyler Ellis. Tallassee's had some big plays.
we just got to string them together and quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
First and 10, the ball at the 33 of Central. Ellis has been Tallassee's leading rusher the first 2 weeks at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun here. He'll look to run again. Go left. He's got some room inside the 30. He goes down at about the 29-yard line. Nice 4 yards there.
Yeah, it was a good read by Tyler. Had a little crease on the left side, and I think he probably could have went either side, but the hole opened on the left, and so he was able to see that, pick up a few good hard run yards.
Second down and 6.
We just got to keep getting a push on the offensive line.
This time Tyler goes outside, and Griffin goes in a Wildcat. And he will go left and find a little room to run. As he gets inside the 25, he looks like he's got a first down. He does. Keeps his feet moving. Did he step out? He's inside the 10. We'll see.
He stepped
Looks like
out
they
at about
marked him
15.
back. Still enough to move the chains. A good run by Lil Josh Griffin.
Yeah, that was a good hard run.
And we do have a heat break timeout. 5:37 to go in this second quarter. Clay Central up on Tallassee 14-0.
That's the kind of run we need right there.
Maybe we get it together. We got to stop them, and then we got to score, and then we got to stop them.
And then
Like we just got to quit on that last drive.
and then the dreaded second half, they get the ball first. So
Maybe it's a good thing since we can't field the ball with the kickoff.
Well, it seems like we can't play defense either.
We're ready. First and 10 from the 17 after the heat break. Here's Ellis. Makes a nice move, breaks the tackle, gets inside the 15, and then tripped up down at the 13. A lot of running to get 4 yards.
Yeah, that was a hard 4 yards.
It has been that way tonight. It looks like you got something going, and it's tough to get it very far past the line of scrimmage. But we'll take a 4-yard gain on first down, second down and 6. At the 13 with Ellis in a shotgun set again. Griffin to the right on the wing. The back and next to Ellis is Leonard. It will be Griffin on an end-around handoff looking for a spot to run, and he just could not find it as he stopped right at the line. No gain. He just was trying to pick his spots, and maybe he just needs to hit a little quicker.
You got to hit that foot and go upfield. Said it a while ago.
Third down. Might have given him a yard. Third and about 5 from the 12.
Yeah, you can't give the defense time to catch back up with you.
Well, we were in 4-down territory the first time we were in the red zone. We ended up on the 1-yard line without any points. Let's see if we can get it in here. Here's Ellis running himself, trying to get outside. That ain't going anywhere. He got him. He had the end fight off his blocker, and then he took Ellis down. Excellent defensive play in the backfield. Now it's 4th and long. And maybe a little bit too deep to try a field goal here. We're at the 15. It's 4th and 8, so we'll be going for it, I assume. And it's certainly a passing situation. So
Oh, yeah.
clock is winding down, 3:45 remaining, and it's ticking now. I think Tallassee is going to use its final timeout. Once it winds down to 1 second, he'll probably take it. So Coach Battles is going to do just that. We have stopped it at 3:30. We'll take a break. More coming up. Yeah. 4th down and 8 from the 12 for Tallassee. Ellis in shotgun.
Griffin to the left. They're going to throw for the end zone for him. He's going to go up, and it is incomplete. And a one-on-one, and that's what they went for. And they weren't able to convert. And once again, the Tigers are turned away in the red zone. And we have followed up what we did last week in the first half with another goose egg up to this point. 3:24 remaining till halftime. And it remains 14-0 Clay Central. The Volunteers offense can add to it. Boy, this is where you have to really be careful. You didn't get any points. Your defense has got to come up and make some stops. Because they score here, we're in trouble big time.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, we've got to put together some defense.
And there's time, even if you can, if you can make a stop here, get the ball back, you will have time to run the offense back out there for, maybe a scoring drive. We got to stop this guy first. They haven't done it all night. Once again, Heflin up the middle. He's got another first down out across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Nothing fancy.
Right up the gut.
Just handing it off. Old power play out of the pistol.
Our guys trying to get set as Clay Central's back there again. They kind of bobble a snap, hand off to Heflin. He still finds some room. So he crosses the 35 up to the 38. And that looked like a doomed play from the start. He still got 6 yards.
Yeah, tackled by Luke Burdett, number 7.
Second down and 4. And it is Heflin. This time we were all over in the backfield. He still got to the 40. I don't know how we missed him.
I don't either.
Got a yard. It's third down and a couple.
He's got some really good field vision, that's for sure.
2:22 on the clock. Need a stop right here. Third down and a long 2.
Let's guess who's going to get the football.
He's gotten it like 10 straight times. And there he is again, Heflin, the running back. No, the quarterback kept it and took it himself, and he picked up the first down up to the 43-yard line. He did a read option play, just left it in there long enough. When they submerged on Heflin, he took it himself.
Tackled by number 60, Michael Walker.
First
Tallassee.
down and 10. The clock is down under 2 minutes now. Now looking to pass. Harris underneath, incomplete. Intended out there for Trammell. It'll be second and 10. Stops the clock at 1:48.
Yeah, covering on the play, number 4, James Bender for Tallassee, Alabama. I don't know that you're going to see them throw the ball a whole lot tonight. That might be the only
They
time.
haven't had to.
They're in 2 minutes now, so 1:48, second and 10. But, they got time to run the ball, too. They got
Oh, yeah.
a couple of timeouts at their disposal still. Tallassee used theirs. It will be a read now or a handoff. Heflin, they got him this time. Finally, got him in the backfield, and he lost a yard. It's third down. Here, you might say, take a timeout, stop it. But I believe we've used our timeouts, haven't we, Oz?
Yes, we don't have.
We have.
any.
That
I
was
know they got one on the scoreboard, but I thought we used all 3.
They messed up because Clay hasn't even used one, and they've got one off there. So
Well, we're down to 1:22. The clock will continue to wind down. Third down. Clay
and now they're not in a hurry
shot.
now.
Yeah, they can take a shot, let the clock roll down, and if they get a first down, then they can pick it back up again. But they don't want to give Tallassee much time if they don't get it here.
And I think that's
Coach
what
Horn is going to let the clock wind down all the way down, and then just call his timeout and set up his play, and that's what he's done. With 58 seconds, he stops it. We'll keep it here. Coming up at the half, it's the Parker Tire Service Center halftime report. We'll feature the Tallassee Pride of Tallassee band.
Well,
Get ready for their competition season in
absolutely.
just a few weeks.
Coach Horn, he knows he's getting the ball coming out of the locker room. So you don't do anything stupid to get a pick six or something like that to cut it to 14-7. So
You might even do some type of draw with Heflin, if it were me, just to see his chances of getting something big. It's pretty good, especially when they're not expecting it. Boy, he has run it a lot. I know Oz will run down these stats at the half, but he has been getting the load tonight. Clay Central has the 14-0 lead. We got to find a way to cash in. We've had opportunities, have not been able to do it. But remember, we were down last week, similar score. Came back and turned the tables to win it. We need to get a stop here first before we start thinking about halftime. There's still some time, 58 seconds. And the offense comes back onto the field.
Wouldn't it be great to get a turnover right here?
It would.
Would be nice.
3rd and 11, Harrison shotgun. Boyd to his right. They will look to pass, play action. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. Luke Burdett stacked him up at the 32. And the clock's going to continue to tick. Under 50 seconds. They won't be in any hurry to punt it. We're going to send Everson and Leonard back, maybe, return. It looks like we're in a punt safe. I don't know why they're going to try anything, though. They won't have much time on the clock when they decide to punt it because the differential on the game clock and the play clock is about 8 seconds. And I expect they'll let that run down as long as they can and probably use one more timeout. But you might as well go after this one, right?
I would. I'd send the house. Send everything I got.
I wouldn't even send anybody back.
Nah.
And they stop the clock at 9 seconds. Again, we'll hold it here. Yeah, I just be all out, just send everybody. 11 guys on the line of scrimmage. And, yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe we get lucky. Well, it's been a disappointing first half, but we said that last week.
Yes, we did.
We'll have some more scores for you at halftime as well.
So I'm gonna jump in right quick just because I got a little bit of time here. Look, stats don't tell the game, but total offense, Tallassee's 146, Central Clay's 130.
Well, I know that's something that the coaches will talk about. Look, we've had the opportunities, we've moved the ball, we got to score.
That's it.
That's all that matters, right, when it comes to the end of scoreboard.
They've cashed in on their opportunities, and we have not at the end of the day.
Spivey to punt. We are sending back a couple of guys. I guess we're in some type of punt safe because we don't line anybody up on the line thinking they might try something.
Heck, he could get it and just run around with it.
And got a little pressure on him. Short punt. And boy, my goodness, we didn't touch it. They will down it at the 49 of Tallassee. And it did leave us 0.2 seconds. It looked like Stewart was coming up trying to field it, and that could have been a disaster in itself. All right, so we got 0.2. We can do the old Hail Mary. I know Tyler can heave it 50 yards, and we can see if we get lucky on the other end.
I'd go 5 wide.
Might as well.
Chunk it down the sideline or
Hopefully
chunk it across the middle.
Give him enough time to throw it. (21-14) now the score. Pike Road leading Wetumpka. They're in the second quarter. And we're just going to take a knee, it looks like. Not take a chance. That's what we do. So that'll do it. 1 half in the books. 14-0 Clay Central leading Tallassee Tigers football from Score 94 and Hit 106.
get back, have a little bit of time here. Hey, Mike, will you turn the mic down while that one's going on? I'm sorry. That's why you got to change it. You got to have some misdirection. If you can't outrun them or you can't outpower them, misdirection to try to.
Well, on that fourth down out here, that's what they tried. Didn't work, but it was probably correct call. You know, they're selling down there. They're coming for a run, and then we just.
Hey, because we're predictable.
It's not bad down there. Terrible up here. Nothing here. Sounds like some James Bond.
Ah. Yes, ma'am. And welcome back. This is the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. Stephen Osborne here with Brad Davis. And, Brad, I'm going to get the stats out of the way real quick because there's a lot we need to talk about real quick, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. Total offense, Central Clay, 130. Tallassee, 146. Passing, Central Clay, 3 yards on 1 of 2. Tallassee, nothing on no completion on 6 attempts. Rushing, 127 yards for Central Clay. Tallassee, 146. And, I mean, that running back, Heflin, he's already got 100 yards on 12 carries.
Well,
he's been the workhorse right now.
sure, and the city of Heflin. I've never really liked that ride going up there. Let me tell you what. There's a whole new dislike for driving to Heflin now after watching this guy run over us for the first half. Dude, he's a big drink of water, man. Have to take down there. What is it, 6'1"? I think you guys were calling off 195.
He's a big boy.
Man,
I'm telling you.
That's a big old kid, and he's running downhill, which is, hey, when you're that size, that's what you want to do.
That's
Keep
right.
going downhill and do it. And so we've got to do some things in the middle. We had some success there at times with some stunts and some things that sort of complicate what it is they've got to do as far as getting a hat on us. Maybe we do some of that. We talked about it last week. There's always a great opportunity to come out of half and make some adjustments on some things. They played last week. I think there's probably a lot of success happening tonight that didn't happen last week. So we haven't had any film to really show those things. So hopefully we come in there and we figure out something we can do in the middle of there to slow that down. And then, hey, our guys, we talked about it. We've had some success. We're actually out rushing them in the ball game. But the deal there is
It's sporadic.
Well, it is at times, and then I was telling you guys before we came on the air, we're making some blocks there, but it's not a second level block that we're getting to yet, and that's what's happening. They've got some guys, man, that are actual. I mean, they're daggum track stars, dude. They're filling holes when it looks like there was one in the first quarter, one of those read options, and Tyler keeps the ball, and I'm like, okay, we got something here.
The hole's filled, yep.
12 out of the secondary comes in, and he fills it, and he's not supposed to be there. It's the correct read. He's not supposed to be there. So, anyway, they've got a lot of athletes on the field. They've got a lot of guys that are flying to the ball. And, maybe some misdirection, some things I know that you guys were talking about. Maybe that goes into our game plan offensively in the second half.
Yeah, we got to mix something up. Got to keep them on their heels. And right now they're not. They know what's coming, it seems like. And I don't know. We've got the speed. We've got the talent. We've got DJ. We've got little Josh. We got Tyler. We got to execute, and we got to put something together. And like you said, a couple of those plays, when we crowd the line, we stop him. Now, he gets a couple of yards, but, you've got to change it up, and you've got to challenge them at the line instead of letting them get in the secondary. And it's tough when he gets in the secondary and you're fighting to keep him getting on down the field.
Absolutely, because, once he gets to that first level of defense, we've got 165-pound guys trying to tackle him. Hey, they're coming up, and I'm going to tell you what, they're giving it all they've got, and we're making some plays there. We've just got to make those in succession, 2 or 3, 4 plays in a row. We've done that a couple of times. I think we're going to come out as we do traditionally, come out and make some changes and play a little bit better. One thing before we go to the break here, if we poke that ball in there from the 1-yard line, it's
totally different game.
It's a different looking ball game, and we're talking a little differently. So let's listen to the band here and hopefully go grab you something to eat and come back and watch the second half.
This has been the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. We'll be right back. That first break, home games, the first break, you might want to shorten that down a bit.
Talking about
coming back here because,
truth is, it doesn't hurt my feelings if we get to play on this because we're here from the backside. So
oh, okay, good, never mind.
I used to want to get all of it, but with that darn, once they come on the field, you probably want to wrap it up anyway. It just sounds like just a bass drum playing. What it sounds like on the air.
Glad to get talking.
Big drums back in. Ain't nobody gonna know that. All right, I'm gonna try it. They just want to listen to the radio. You just want to hear bands start playing on the radio. PA system screwing up on it. Just as loud as they can make in their screen. That's Georgiana doing 2 weeks in. She likes it. She really enjoying it.
Yeah. Halftime, Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report, 14-0. Clay Central leading Tallassee as we listen to the pride of Tallassee. Tallassee performing at the half. Again, it's 14-0. Clay Central leads Tallassee. More coming up from WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. It sounds so bad on the radio. It's just pure bass. Sound here is so bad.
Sit down and play some drums, y'all. Get ready for this.
Yeah, ready.
Oh, darn. I didn't use my line. We got to set the tone.
Time for our Student Athlete of the Week. It's brought to you by attorney Mike Segrist. And this week's student athlete is Travarius Langford. Travarius is the son of Tempest Phillips and Caleb Langford. He plays cornerback for the Tigers. He's been playing football for 12 years since the Youth Football League days. That goes back to when he was just 5. It's his 4th year on the varsity. Travarius is also on the basketball team, plays point guard, moving from JV to varsity this year. He's played basketball since he was about 7 years old, so that's about 10 years. Last year, he was recognized by Coach L.D. Bell as the Defensive Player of the Year. Travarius is also a member of the track team at THS. He participates in distance and sprint, runs the 100, 200, and the 800. And this will be his 4th year on the varsity squad. Started running in the 7th grade when Coach Mark Baines recruited him. Treverius has taken all advanced honors and AP classes at Tallassee High School and maintained a GPA of 3.89. After graduation, he plans to attend Auburn University and major in chemical engineering. He said his dream job is to get paid to be a social media influencer. When asked what his favorite food is, he said, with a smile, the mac and cheese that his Aunt DeWanda Phillips makes. His nickname is T. That was given to him by Corey Eckstein. And while talking with Treverius, he tells us one more thing here. This is kind of interesting. He's ambidextrous, and you know what that means. He uses both hands pretty much equally. So he writes left-handed, but on the football field, he throws with his right hand. And, you know, he plays basketball. His dominant hand is the right hand. And in baseball, he could hit from the left, throw from the right. So very interesting. Treverius Langford, this week's Segrist Law Student Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to him. One more of those students is doing an outstanding job in the classroom in addition to his athletic prowess.
And that's where it starts. So good for him. Awesome.
We'll take another break. We'll come back and get you some scores from some games that are being played across the area as we get ready for the second half. More coming up. This has been the Parker Tire and Service Center Halftime Report.
Same call as last week. We ain't much different.
Well, hey, I mean, that quarterback was moving the ball last week. Pretty much at will the first half.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
We're dealing with a little different group of people right now.
You're right.
We're dealing with a bunch of old country guys.
Different caliber.
It's going to be interesting to see how this area, this region stacks up. What to expect. It may not be our, this may be their year. Real time handles.
Oh, yeah.
Last 15 is okay.
Yeah. Getting close to the start of the second half. We can go over some scores. Of course, right here, it's a 14-0 lead for Clay Central. They'll get the ball to start the second half. As we look at some other matchups, Reeltown tonight back at home and their first home game of the season, and they are leading Lafayette 21-0. Montgomery Academy up big on the road at Bullitt County 25-0. These are halftime scores. Catholic and Booker T. Now in Tuskegee, where we were last week, Catholic #1 team in 4A, and region play against BTW. It's a pretty good game in the second quarter, 21-6. Pike Road leads Wetumpka. Wetumpka is undefeated. Pike Road has not won a game. So Pike Road is up 28-14 in the second quarter. Been hearing that they have been having a lot of situation with fights tonight breaking out, and it's been penalty riddled as well. St. James and Prattville Christian playing tonight as well, and it's 27-0. St. James leading PCA. That game is also at the half. We've got Dadeville big over Weaver 39-0 in the second quarter. It's Opelika leading Lee. It's 10-0 at halftime. Stanhope Wilmore, they're up on Russell County 14-7. That game also at halftime. Wilcox 7, Macon East nothing. That 2 is at the half. Beauregard is beating Valley at halftime. It's 24-7. That might surprise some folks tonight. Auburn dominating Dothan 35-0. Alabama Christian says, hey, we're going to show you what it's like to be beaten by Catholic. They're doing the same to Lynn tonight. They got beat badly last week by Catholic. They're doing it to Lynn tonight, 56-6 at halftime. And Benjamin Russell leads Calera 13-0 at the half. Trinity, this is a first quarter score. They trailed Southside Selma 2-0.
Is that right? I was looking at that too.
It could be. I don't know. That's the report we've got.
Huh. All right.
Well, this one here was similar to what we saw last week. In one half, it was not a good half for Tallassee last week in the first half, but the second half turned things around. So can they do it tonight against this Clay Central team? They outscored Booker T 21-0 on their way to a 21-12 victory after being shut out in the first half last week. 21-0 in the second half would be a W. Here.
Yeah, according to
Can we
our
do it
math.
again? Yeah.
I believe that'd be right. Well, our defense is going to have to come out and be strong this first drive because Clay's got the ball. I know they've made some adjustments in the halftime, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments we made in the halftime.
We elected to get the ball to start the game, and that set up the first score when we went 3 and out after not fielding a kickoff. They won a short 36-yard field to take the early lead. They scored another one.
And look who's going deep.
We went back to driving the field like we did against BTW, getting in the red zone, and we're not able to punch it across the goal line.
I don't think I would kick it in the middle.
Heflin is deep. That's the guy you're referring to. As Farswell gets to kick for the first time tonight. He will squib it. It'll be picked up. The 20 and out across the 25, 30. Still on his feet, 35. Breaks another tackle, comes back. Can we make a tackle? Yes, we do, finally, 38. Just couldn't get a clean shot on Cosby, the return man. Finally got him after he made a very nice return.
Yes, and set up very good field position.
How many broken tackles have they had tonight? It's a lot.
A lot. Not sure if I can count that high.
Back on offense with a 14-0 lead to start this second half. They marked it down at the 39 of Clay Central. 1st and 10. Heflin had one whale of a first half. He's back there with Harris. They're going to play action fake, throw, complete out right side. 45-yard line, 47 on the completion to Boyd. That's Tyler Boyd picking up about 7 yards.
Very rarely are you going to hit them one time and they grow into the ground. Have you noticed that? That's a totally different player getting the ball, and he did the same thing. Just bouncing off a tackle, bouncing off a tackle, bouncing off a tackle.
Second down play coming up. They need 3 from their own 46. Heflin behind the quarterback, Harris. And he'll give it to him, and he'll get a first down and take it to the 50-yard line of Tallassee. So they're at the midfield stripe, and it's a first down.
One of Central's guys lost his helmet, had to come off for a play.
1st and 10. Shotgun. Handoff, Heflin. Pops it outside. Cuts back. Nice move inside the 45 to the 40. A late flag came in as he got the first down, a gain of 12 to the 38 of Tallassee. But we'll see about the penalty flag.
I think we're going to have holding there.
Probably the case.
Might be a block in the back, holding. Let's see what the white hat says.
Holding is what he's showing. I think. He's back to us. It's a penalty against Clay Central either way. And it was a spot foul down the field, so it doesn't give them yards behind the line of scrimmage. Actually makes it a weird 1st down and 7 at the 47 of Tallassee. Beyond the marker, actually beyond the first down. Where they threw the flag, it was in the Tallassee secondary. Here's 1st down again, 7 to go at the 47 of the Tigers. The bobble to snap, it's on the ground. Harris has to try to get away, and he will not. He's taken down at the 41-yard line.
Good play by number 2 right there, Joseph Hooks for Tallassee, Alabama.
Now, that's a big mistake for Clay Central as they were moving the football. It's 1st and 7. Now it backs them up. It'll be 2nd down and about 20. back to their 41.
Sometimes you need a break just like that. Now we need to stop them, get the football back, drive the field, and get back in this ball
And I
game.
don't think it was anything wrong with that snap. He just didn't handle it.
Yeah, he missed it, just flat out missed it.
Darren Harris, the quarterback, with a 2nd and about 19. Eflin to the left. They're going to send him out as a receiver. Gives him 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Throw it down the field. Got an open man. It's caught. First down and end zone.
Kidding me.
It was Heflin inside the 20 to the 15. He's doing it all over the field tonight.
I mean, we didn't even put anybody on him.
Just floated it down the field, up the seam, and the Tigers left him, as you say, uncovered. And Clay Central in business again, back in the red zone, knocking on the door with a 14-0 lead. Harris, quick snap, handoff. Heflin, nice move, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet all the way inside the 5 to the 3. And I think that's a 1st and goal.
Yeah, the White Hats motioning 1st and goal.
They're going in a hurry up. We look like we're on our heels a bit right now. And then this wishbone formation, they have to rush a guy on late. Tight end comes in, Wilkerson. They will hand it off to Heflin, hitting the backfield. He will not get there. The ball came out. It's still on the ground, but they've blown it dead. I don't know if he was down when that ball came out.
I'm like you, Mike.
Had him at about the 1. They blew it dead, though. It'll be 2nd down. That could have been huge. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Sneak. They're going to push the pile forward, push him into the end zone. 2nd score tonight for the quarterback, Harris. And it is 20-0 Clay Central. Not the way we want to start this 2nd half. Clay Central with a scoring drive that covers 61 yards. And the final, a 1-yard run from the quarterback, Harris, on a sneak. The extra point try coming. Davis is the kicker. They got a good snap and hold. And this kick is up and through there. Good. Central of Clay County extends its lead. It's 21-0. Tallassee Tigers football continuing from score 94 and hit 106.
I don't.
You saw him on the first half. So keep somebody on it.
He's like 185, 61, 185, 195. He plays bigger than he is.
Yeah. Hamlet to kick. 21-0. Central of Clay County on top. Whistles at the line. It's going to be offsides against Clay Central.
Got a little early start.
Back him up 5 yards, and he'll do it again. And a lot of times they'll just let that play out. Just throw the flag, and then you get the option to return it and decline it or take the kick. But he blew it dead at the line, so we'll do it again.
We'll take our 5. Try one more time.
This is where the college kickers kick it, I guess, isn't it? 35?
That is correct, sir.
Bryant Hamlet. Squib kick. Taken by Leonard. Little fake in reverse. Maybe should have given it to him. Breaks a couple of tackles, though, keeping his feet. 30-yard line. 40. 45. And 46. We've seen spurts from DJ Leonard. That's a great return. I'd like to see a lot more of that. Let's see if they get some touches here on this drive as Tallassee needs to get points. See, They're going to have to get stops, too. They're down 21 points. But we got to get on the scoreboard first.
That is correct. And I made mention of that earlier. We'll have a play or two that we look really good, and then we can't string them together. Where Central is stringing theirs together, obviously.
Ellis under center. Leonard on a pitch, going right. Got some room. Across the midfield, there's a penalty flag, though. He tripped over the flag, I think, when he's running. It's going to be against us, I'm sure, out on the edge. We're holding, and that's the case.
Jeez,
And that would have been a pretty good gain, too. I don't know if the hold stemmed the yardage there. You remember that we had a 2nd and 19 on that last drive for Clay Central and hit the big pass play after they had a miscue. And that was huge as they drove it the distance for a touchdown. Tallassee now back behind the sticks. They're first and about 20 to go. Try the fullback now, and it's covered up pretty good. There's Griffin. That's Caden Griffith for the first time tonight. He gained nothing. 2nd down. I think they're showing they lost a yard. Ball at the Tallassee 37, and we've got to get to about the 43 of Clay.
Well, Clay right now has zero respect for our passing game. They're wholeheartedly selling out on the run game.
Well, we haven't thrown the ball much this year, you know.
Need to.
We got to try something. We're going to try it here. We're going to get sacked. They have them covered up pretty good, even if they're selling out on the run. They had really good coverage down the field, and Ellis goes down back at the 32. We continue to move backwards. Last week, people might have looked at that Benjamin Russell score and thought, well, maybe Central Clay's down, 33-14 defeat. Of course, Benjamin Russell whipped Sylacauga 2 in week 1, 41-9. But this team is always going to be in the mix. You can't ever count them down. They're going to be pretty well coached. They're going to be pretty good. Don't pay attention to what you read.
Well, and Smitty Grider's got Benjamin Russell playing pretty good.
He mugged him. He threw him down. All right, there's a penalty on a long pass to Griffin, and that time we got a call. We got a break because it'll be a pass interference against Clay Central. Yeah, some give and take. Then finally, the last push was the one that did him in.
He tackled him.
He pretty much did.
Well, we picked up a few on that one.
That's what you don't want to do if you're, on defense and it's 3rd and about 30. It's 3rd and 20-something yards to go. It was a penalty. Because we're so far behind the chains, even with a 15 yards, it puts us at the 48. Clay Central still behind the sticks.
We might be going to go ahead and do the heat break.
I think he is. We'll take a break with them. 21-0, Clay Central on top.
Fellas, we lost 3 yards on the heat timeout. Did y'all see that?
Wait.
They backed it up.
Yeah, they backed it up like 2 yards.
More than that.
Or did
Oh, there's all kinds of tugging there. a third down play, and they had moved the ball back to the 48 of Tallassee. They added when they moved after the penalty. It was not an automatic first down. And we had a passing play, and there was some tugging as the pass was intended for Mason Stewart. They were tugging at the jersey. We didn't get the call that time, so it's incomplete and fourth down. We got a punt. Here's Everson.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that should not have been another pass interference call.
Low snap.
It's not
Pretty
a bad
good
punt.
looking punt. He's going to try to return it. No, he, I guess, called the fair catch. Caught and made by Tyler Boyd back at the 22. Well, we need a big-time break now. You got to get a turnover or something to get us back sparked. 6 minutes left in the football game, or in the third quarter, 21-0, and things have continued to go in Clay Central's direction here in the second half. It's a touchdown on their opening drive. Tallassee unable to get anything on theirs.
Well, if I'm Danny Horn, it's going to be the number 5 show from here to the end of the game.
Just pad those
Hand it to
stats.
him again. Got that lead blocker, boy. It's spurred him again. He's off and running past the 40, out to the 44-yard line. Had a pulling guard, boy. He was plowing some defenders for Tallassee, and that just opened the door for another big game by Boyd, who's had an unbelievable night already.
Heflin.
Yeah, Heflin, that's right, number 5. And I'm not sure what big lineman it was.
Yeah, I
could
know.
see it.
You could see him pulling, though.
Easy for us to criticize down there to stop him, but it's tough to do.
Well, we'll stop him this time because he's standing on the sideline.
Yeah, you got a breather. Thank goodness. He's stacking the line now, looking for a running play here. It's like they might be checking off on this. And we may be checking off defensively. Now they will hand it off. We'll go left side and beat him to the corner. Ended up picking about 4 yards up that time. That was the runner, LaDamian Boyd. Let's see, it marked him out at the 46. So it's a 5-yard gain.
I'm going to assume those boys are brothers, right?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're giving number 5 a rest. They rotated another running back in now, number 3 for them, Damian Cosby.
And he'll get a chance this time. And finally, we come through there and take it out. That was Josh Griffin, who timed that one just right. Got the play in the backfield, a tackle for a loss, and it's third down and 8. 3 yards on the loss that time.
Yeah, he got to him before he even had a chance to get started. Danny Horn's seen enough of that, so he's going to send his bell cow back in, number 5. Didn't give him a very long breather.
Big third down here. And Boyd is, Heflin's back in there. Pressure coming. Throw intercepted. It's Boatwright. He loses his feet for the play that we needed. Oh, he could have maybe taken that one back if we could have kept his feet. Great job by Josh Boatwright. The Tigers get the break they needed at the 46-yard line and play Central. Now can we capitalize?
Yeah, Boatwright's going to look at the film on that and like, oh, man, I didn't have anything but green grass in front of me.
Couple of nice plays this year for Boatwright like that one. And middle of turnover type situations. Let's see if Tallassee can get something going. Still, there's a lot of ball game to be played. 4:26 left in this third quarter. Ellis and shotgun. Play fake, roll out, throw right. Everson trying to make a man miss. Breaks one tackle, unable to break another one. All that running, he failed to get any yardage. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He did. He lost yards.
He lost 4 yards.
Yeah, we got to get down the field. We're not going to be able to do much behind the chains or behind the sticks here.
You know, their line's not really that big, but they're active.
2nd and 12.
They're all over.
2.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
And, you know, Cade's a very nifty, athletic
Yes, he is.
guy. That's pretty good defense there. Leonard on the running play left side. And he's going to go down in the backfield at the 50-yard line. Can't beat them to the outside. Can't seem to run up the middle. Can't do anything tonight. It's gotten worse. We had some success in the first half. 3rd down and 14. Another 2-yard loss. We're going backwards here at the 49 of the Volunteers. Got 2 receivers to the right side in Ellis and Griffin, and Stewart on the left. Looking right, going deep. Nobody's there. Just threw it to an area, and Griffin was well behind it. Incomplete. Lake Central had a better shot at that one than we did. It is 4th down. You know, I'd like to see some more of the intermediate passing game. We either got to throw it deep or behind the line of scrimmage. And high percentage we can throw a little bit shorter pass route. Now, 4th and long, you got to go down the field. I get it. And we got the punt again. Everson. End over end job. Fair catch called for and made by Boyd. And, we have just gotten a turnover and went backwards on 3 consecutive plays. Nothing doing. So we had to just give it right back to it.
Yeah, you were talking about some intermediate pass plays. We've got to use the middle of the field. That's one thing I've noticed. We don't use the middle of the field.
A lot of stuff to the outside. Those are tough passes, even off the line of scrimmage when you throw it across the field. You're right.
Sure it is.
And I know we did that earlier in the game. We had a 4th and short. We threw one to the sideline. And that's a long throw.
Steve Spurrier.
Even if it's a 3-yard gain you're trying to get. So
Steve Spurrier made a living off of the slant.
I would love to see that. Little pitch out of the backfield. It's Heflin again. And he'll get it up to the 19-yard line. Not really much there. Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, we actually did a fairly good job of slowing him down.
Fellas, I know you guys have seen it, but that center gets off the ball as good as anybody I've seen. Watch when he snaps that ball, that dude is a yard deep into our doggone linebackers. He's plowing a hole there.
Evan Horn is his name. He's a big fella. And we got through there that time. Pretty good defense. Stopped them right at the 20, right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. 3rd down and 8. Once again, it was Heflin on the run. He's got most of the carries tonight and been pretty good.
I mean, I really don't blame him. I see why he gets a lot of carries.
I'd give it to him here. I know it's 3rd and long. You're up 21-0 though. Last time you passed on 3rd down, you had a pick.
I hope they cover him this time.
Somebody better get over here.
Got 5 receivers, 3 on the right side, 2 to the left. Looking to pass. Underneath.
They hit the ground.
I think it trapped that one. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It was short of 1st down. Incomplete. Intended for Boyd. And it's 4th down. Well, we get a chance to get it back here with 1:21 to go in this 3rd quarter, down 21-0. Langford and Stewart are the return men. Spivey to punt.
Look, they got nothing to lose. I'd still be cautious on a fake.
I don't think they're going to do anything like that back here.
Not back here.
He fumbled it. And we're going to get the ball as he kicked it. It never went anywhere. We're going to have it at the 16-yard line. They've made a couple of mistakes here. A pass interception, and now they botched a punt. And can we finally get something going here? Inside the red zone once again tonight. We've not put up any points.
Yeah, we've got to get something going. I mean,
1:14 to go in this 3rd quarter. And another gift, but their defense is held strong. I think you got to line up and just go right up against them, don't you? We haven't been able to do much with the passing game or the running game tonight.
I'm like
We
you-
got to line up, man up here, and see what we can do. Let's see what
I
happens.
was about to say the same thing. You just got to man up, put a hat on hat.
It's going to be Ellis running left in the backfield and stopped. You know, he did that last week, and he was able to move the chains over and over again. He kept getting positive yards. It has certainly been tougher sledding tonight. A loss again. We've gone backwards on the last 2 possessions. He lost a yard. They're just bringing their guys so fast. They're flying to the ball every time we snap it.
Well, one of the things, too, is their offensive line and defensive line are 2 different lines. They're not playing both ways.
Ellis to pass. Underneath. Stewart makes the grab, goes out of bounds. Wasn't much of a gain, but it is a gain. Give him about 3 yards. It's 3rd and 8.
And once again, we threw it all the way to the sideline. I know when you get a little closer to the goal line, it's hard to go over the middle. I understand that.
We're down to 34 seconds in this 3rd quarter. A 3rd and 8 play from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Ellis just puts it up in the air, and it is intercepted. And Griffin can't
just
make
let
the
him-
tackle, and down the sideline goes Cosby. Will they stop him? He keeps his feet. He stays in bounds. Leonard finally comes up to push him out all the way down inside the 20 of Tallassee at the 18. Well, that's maybe Katie barred the door there. I know we got a quarter left, but boy, that's a backbreaker if ever was one. A flag way back at about the 30 could bring this return back, but it probably won't change the outcome of the play. A pick by Clay Central. And under all types of duress was Ellis, and he just heaved it in the air, hoping his guy could make a play. And Cosby is the one who made it for Clay Central. That flag is back at the 32 of Clay Central. And it is coming back.
What call? What was that?
I didn't see it.
He kind of did like this. I don't know what that was.
I didn't see it.
They're going way back, though.
Yeah, from the 32, it's a spot foul, so they will back it up from there. 10-yard penalty.
I'm not sure what that call was.
Well, it's actually 15. I guess it took it inside the 20 to about the 17.
Are we just going to call unsportsmanlike? What?
Yeah, that may be what it was. Why do you do it from
Or
a
is it
spot
a-
foul? It couldn't have been that.
Or is it a personal foul? It's got to be a personal foul.
I don't know how a personal foul would take it from the.
There's a block in the back on the return.
That's got to be it.
Oh, okay.
It just couldn't be anything else. Well, he's telling us, I can't see the official. He's got his back turned to us,
Right.
so we don't get any chance of looking. So thank you, Brad, for detailing that for us. It's still Clay Central ball, though. And down to 15 seconds left in this 3rd quarter of play. We've had basically two turnovers in a row, and we've come up with zilch.
Oh, my
It starts
gosh.
to probably wear you down a little bit. Here's a running play. Once again, it's Heflin. He'll take it out for a first down, out across the 25 to about the 28, picking up 11 yards, which will do it in this 3rd quarter. 21-0 Clay Central leads. Tallassee Tigers football from WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Yeah, they've got Tyler out there on defense now.
What'd they do on that last play? I had to get that penalty right. He ran it.
Yeah. Stats through 3 quarters, 21-0 Clay Central.
Total offense, Central of Clay, 227. Tallassee, 139. Passing, Central Clay, 54 yards on 3 of 6. Tallassee, -2 on 1 of 10. Rushing, 173 yards for Central Clay on 31 carries, 141 on 27 carries for Tallassee.
You know, it's pretty even at the half as far as yardage goes and a 14-0 score, but they dominated that third quarter. Clay Central did statistically and on the scoreboard, adding another touchdown. And they'll start this fourth quarter with a running play to guess who? Terry Heflin once again running left side for 5 yards on first down.
This kid's special.
I wouldn't give it to anybody else.
He's had a night.
Yes, he has.
I don't know. Right now, I might would let him just come to the sideline and rest. He's got to be tired. He's been running all night.
Doesn't appear to be. From the Central of Clay County 34, second down at 5 to go. Quarterback Harris in that pistol formation. Leaves it with Heflin again. Nice cutback again. First down yardage across the 40 to the 43. Moving the chains once again. Well, we're going to start 0-1 unless things really turn around in this region. Got a little bit of time left, but it's not going so well. Elmore County won last night. Beauregard's winning over Valley. All of those Class 5A Region 4 games. This could be a different look in this region this year, truly.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, it appears already that some teams have been down are definitely much better.
You can tell Danny's just burning clock right now.
Yeah, can't blame him.
Oh, no.
Lead. Why wouldn't he?
I would.
First and 10. Heflin again. This time they stuffed him. No gain.
Yeah, stopped by Micah Cole and Caden Griffith.
Boatwright also in the mix. Next week we go to Beauregard, winning 24-14 now in that game over Valley in the second half. That's a team we've kind of handled here of late. They've been down.
They have,
but they're about to be 3-0 if they hold on tonight.
That's what I was going to say. They've all to a good start this year also.
It's second down, 10 to go. Central Clay County from its own 43.
I was going to say.
Whistles blow. They had a procedure. It'll be assessed. We have been shut out
they get the
tonight.
timeout?
I guess they took one. We'll take it with them. 9:28 to go. 21-0 Clay Central. Yep. They gave him the timeout before the penalty was assessed, so it'll be second and 10. First timeout used by Clay Central. Running left, getting more yardage, out across the 50. You know what's coming, but you can't stop it. To the 49 of Tallassee. Third down, he picked up 8. 2 to go.
And the thing about it is they're not doing anything fancy. It's just basically straight power runs.
Yeah, just put a hat on a hat, huh? And we'll see if he can do his job. He's done it.
Well, they're still pulling their guard. and he's going in the hole, knocking people out of the way, and number 5 is picking up yards.
Well,
Old school football.
yep, third down play coming up. Trying to extend the drive and run more clock, leading 21-0 with 8:50 left in the game. 3rd and 2. Running right, quarterback keeps. He stood up at the line to make, and we'll see if it was enough. We can mark it at about the 47, and I think he's saying, yep, that's a first down. And it just is enough. So move those chains once again. I noticed one thing about Clay Central. They got these all these coaches. We counted their coaches. They got double the number of coaches that we got. They got 17 guys. And they're wearing the same collared shirt.
They are.
Has
indeed.
anybody noticed that it's like a peach coral color or something? They
Yes.
didn't get the color right. It's not the red that's on the jerseys.
it
One
is
guy
not.
over there has got a red jersey. The rest of them have this color. It's like it came out in the wash. Running play left side. Another big gainer for Heflin. Then inside the 40 to the 35 of Tallassee.
Yeah, tackle by number 1, Josh Griffith for the Tallassee Tigers.
We'll have to get you a total when this game's over on Heflin's numbers. This has been one big night for him. Harris gives it to Heflin. They finally stopped him, and a flag comes in.
You'd almost think that was a motion penalty of some kind. Actually, it's a hope.
Ten-yard penalty for holding. Backs it up to the 45 of Tallassee. It's 1st and 20. We got a tough task next week. I don't think that Beauregard game is going to be easy. Apparently, they are much better.
Sounds like they're doing really good this year.
Yeah, we're getting to the point we'll be on maybe even kind of must-win type stuff as we go forward. If we drop this tonight is the way it's looking. Boy, another great couple of moves and a different running back in there. That was Cosby, and he had fresh legs. You could see it.
Yeah, you could tell.
Picked up what they lost almost on the penalty play. Got about 8 of it back. 2nd down and 12.
They list him at like 5'5", 162. Not as big a running back, but pretty shifty.
Second and 12. They go with him again. Cosby, left side. He's cut down by Boatwright. They blew it back at the 38. He kept his feet, but he was already down. 3rd down, and we'll say 10 to go.
Yeah, he was trying to spin move like he wasn't down, you know.
Yeah.
Jump back up and take off running.
Scores tonight, Pike Road 29, Wetumpka 14, 3rd quarter. Opelika leading Lee 24-0 after 3. Trinity, it's 23-8 over Southside Selma. Catholic 35-14 over Booker T. Washington. Third down. Cosby again, left side. Had a nice hole. He is stopped inside the 35, down about the 31, and it will be 4th down. And this is the heat break timeout. Last one of the night with 5:27 to go. Clay Central leads Tallassee 21-0. Yeah. Battle of the bands going on right now.
He's in the doggone Wildcat now.
Well, it's 4th down and 7. 5:21 left. They wind the clock again. And now it's running. Stop it again.
They've had issues with that clock all night.
Well, he should have restarted it since it was a heat break.
Right.
Since the last play was a running play. Nonetheless, I guess he'll start it on the whistle. Now going to reset the play clock as well. And he reset the clock back to 5:26, so I think they got it right. Close enough. Yeah, you said Wildcat. That's correct. Heflin is in the Wildcat formation. No quarterback this time, except basically him. He's going to wait till that clock winds down and take it himself, see if he can get the first down on his own. Broke a tackle, broke another tackle, puts his head down, keeps his feet moving, and he picked up the first down, and he never should have been able to do that. But our guys are just gassed, and he has still got the speed, the strength, and the power to run through our tackles. And
they are
once
leaning
again,
on
moves
us.
another chain.
Yep.
I don't know how many first downs they got tonight, but they're piling up. They're doing the 3 yards in the cloud of dust all night.
They're leaning on us. I mean, you know, like you mentioned, we're tired, and we've got a lot of linemen going both ways. They do not.
Yeah, we have many chances there to stop him before he got the first down, but we just couldn't do it.
He's back in the Wildcat again.
Yeah, it's so demoralizing when a guy can just line up and run at you, and you can't stop him. Missed another tackle. Finally, we get him. As Griffin wrapped him up, took him down. Good play by him back at the 27. And actually stopped him behind the line of scrimmage for a change. A loss of 5 yards.
Might be the one and only time tonight that we have done that.
Well, maybe he's getting a little tired, too.
He's got to be tired.
I think that may have made him mad, fellas.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, he's working hard tonight.
He is something.
We're going back to the wishbone.
Harris comes back in at quarterback.
They've had 21 first downs.
I was thinking it seemed like a bunch. And there's a running play to the right side. Burdette grabbing
Right. Looks like Burdette.
the runner. Of course, it was Heflin again. So he got back some of what he lost, about 4 yards. It's 3rd down and 11. 3:18 left in the football game, 21-0. Central of Clay County leading.
Heflin's coming out of the game. I was just about to say, I'm not sure that I would leave him in anymore tonight.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to.
No.
This game's out of hand. It's over, and they could get him hurt. You know, they'd rest him up. He's done his job tonight. We got some small backs back there now. Here's Cosby going left. Look at him run. Everson had to run him down. He tackles him inside the 20, down about the 15-yard line. Pretty good gain on first down. Well, I say that. It's going to be it's going to be 4th down. He was close to the first down.
Yeah, he's pretty. And you said this a while ago. He's got fresh legs, and he's got a pretty good burst of speed. That's for sure. Number 3 does.
And they've milked this clock in this drive. They got 2:20 left in the game, and a 4th down and short, a couple of yards maybe to finish the game. They get another first down. They just about run the clock out if they don't score. I think they're going to take a timeout here. We'll take a break as well. Central of Clay County 21, Tallassee nothing. Well, we took a loss on that one. Almost suit. Yeah. Fourth down, a couple of yards to go at the 14 of Tallassee. Central of Clay County, 21, Tallassee, nothing. The Volunteers with a chance to, if they get another first down, probably just finish this thing off on this drive. They can run the clock out. May not have to do anything but take a knee if they get it here. They are not going to, though. Tigers defense coming up with a big play. It was Caden Griffith coming through to make the tackle on the quarterback. And Harris goes down, and they, Clay Central, will turn it over on downs with 1:51 left in this game. We'll see Tallassee's offense again. Trying to avoid a shutout. It will be, if it is, first shutout since they finished the season last year, that 32-0 loss at the hands of Greenville. It's the last time. It's only been 3 games ago, actually. Go back to last year.
Seems like a long time.
There's a little pride on the line, though, to avoid that. And, of course, this Clay Central defense would like to preserve it and get a goose egg of their own. They have put a lot of their backups on the field. Our offense, we still got the starters, and they haven't been able to get anything tonight. They're going to get a chance to do it one more time, though. Ellis, they're in a 2-minute now, throws out to Stewart, who makes the catch, goes out of bounds. And that's a pretty good start. Picked up about 7. Second down play. Out to the 22. Same thing. First down for Stewart. And he will be knocked out of bounds across the 30. And that will give us another first down.
White Hats having to say a little something to some of the linemen.
Ellis, same thing. Throw and catch. Stewart, no problem. He has got us another 7 yards. Maybe should have used that more tonight. We found something here. Of course, I think they're being very soft on the defense, giving us that underneath stuff. This time, Ellis will be flushed out of the pocket, looking down the field, going for the big one. And it is Everson coming back to try to catch it, and he couldn't get back to the ball, underthrown a bit, incomplete.
Yeah, he was flushed out of the pocket on
And
that.
he had his men beat. He was
Right.
behind the defense.
He just couldn't set his feet.
Yeah, that's a long throw he made. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the Tallassee 38-yard line. 1:21 left in the game. Ellis to pass, needs to get the first down yardage, does to Brody Ellis, who makes the catch at the 43, goes out of bounds immediately. And we will move the chains again. 126. Pass caught. Everson. Not much. Got to the 45. Give him 3. Second down at 7. .107 on the clock. Still moving. Got our community home health and hospice post game after this. Tyler looking to pass. Pressure coming. Throws it. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted. And that was almost another one for Lindsey, who made a pick earlier tonight.
That was a heck of a, I guess, adjustment to the ball. I don't even know how he put his hands on it.
I don't either. Almost grabbed it. Couldn't hold on.
He did.
3rd down. 3rd and 7 from the 45 of Tallassee. 52 seconds left. Well, getting to work in the offense at least. You might need it next week. Tigers take a timeout. We'll take another break. Yeah. 3rd and 7. Ellis looking to throw. Pocket collapses. He steps up, throws down the field. A lot of contact. There's going to be an interference call. It was Cresswell battling with his defender, and the penalty flags come in. That should be an automatic first down with a 15-yard PI.
Yeah. I don't think Cresswell was actually expecting the ball to come his way. He kind of slowed down, and that's why the defensive back basically ran over him.
.45 seconds left to play. 29-17, Pike Road. Wetumpka trying to come back.
That's a pretty good ball game.
Not bad. Looking to pass again, Ellis. And he'll throw it for Bender. And into triple coverage. Is batted up in the air. Did he catch it on the carom? I say he did inside the 10.
What?
That was a prayer there, but we got a break.
Fellas,
Bender.
that was absolutely amazing. The ball rolled down his leg. He kicked it in the air. Caught it. Amazing.
Caught it.
Unbelievable. 32 seconds. And 1st and goal. Trying to get on the scoreboard here. Going to just spike it at 25 seconds on the clock.
That was a crazy play by Bender.
Darn, we lost 7 seconds on the spike. That's crazy. Usually 2 or 3, maybe 4. Guess it took us a minute to get it snapped. Well, 25 seconds. And we want to get the scoreboard. Got a couple of shots at least coming to avoid a sack. And of course, we do have a timeout left. Ellis with pressure coming from the backside. Throws to the end zone. Caught. It is a touchdown. Cade Everson making the grab on a good pass, a bullet pass. We get to see the light show tonight. It's almost like you don't want to see it now. 21-6. 7-yard pass and catch. Carswell on to attempt the extra point. You know, the thing is, if you could have made some of these plays earlier, I know it's kind of an afterthought. It might have been a different complexion
Right.
to where we are right now, but we just didn't do it. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. You get so many opportunities, you know, and it just,
Well,
it's the way it gone. We got to take a break. 18 seconds left in the game, 21-6.
you say that, and I know that they went soft, but do that at the beginning. You soften up the defense by doing that, and then you can hit something deeper. But they're trying. Exactly. I mean, but the short stuff, you do high percentage passes. Look, Heflin has had a night, but I don't think he's over 200. Let me look. 197. And I might be off. I'm not perfect
That's probably
on
about
this.
right. It's not like he's gotten big runs,
Yeah.
but he's getting
He's
7 to 10
averaged 7
yards a
yards.
clip. Yeah. Yeah, it's if he had a 50-yarder or something, you know, it'd been different, but he hasn't. I know.
Oh, tonight's CJ Ledbetter.
Yeah. Carswell to kick, a 21-6 score. And it will be fielded at the 22 and down at the 24. Just kind of took a knee. Heflin, I'm kind of surprised he's still out there. You just gave us some numbers on him. He's got 197 according to your book, rushing tonight.
Yes. Yeah, and that's on.
And how many passes?
Let me jump back over to stats right quick. Yeah, 197 yards on 28 carries. Passing, receiving, he's received one for 44 yards
That's
too.
right.
So
He had the long conversion on that long pass play.
So all purpose right at 250. Pretty good night for the young man.
that's a real
say
good
yes.
night for him.
And you were saying he should win the player of the game. But we give it to somebody on the purple and gold side. So can't hand it to him, although he has definitely been the player of the game. Here's a knee. That'll do it. Clay Central has beaten Tallassee 21-6 will be your final score. We'll come back. We will have those awards after we take a quick break. Come back with a Community Home Health and Hospice post-game. Their final, Clay Central 21, Tallassee 6. More coming up.
Tallassee Times at elmore.r.com.
Is this one yours, Philip? Yeah. And this one's in the books, a 21-6 win for Clay Central coming into Tallassee, knocking off the Tigers in the region opener tonight. They give them their first defeat of the year, and it's the first win for Central of Clay County. They are now 1-1. Tallassee falls to 2-1. 21-6 again, your final score, as we bring you the Community Home Health and Hospice postgame. And a big night for their running back, Tyler Heflin. You got to give him credit. He was a one-man show, really, wasn't he? He had 197 yards rushing on the evening.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, you're right, Michael. He was a one-man show, and they just kept penning it over and over and over again. We did nothing to stop it.
Built a 14-0 lead at the half, scored one in the third, and that's all they needed. Tallassee avoided the shutout with a last-minute drive to get in the sin zone, a pass from Ellis to Everson, but it ends 21-6. And the stats from the eyes.
Total offense for Central Clay County, 291 yards. Tallassee, 207. Passing, Central of Clay on 3 of 6, 54 yards. Tallassee on 8 of 20, 66 yards. Rushing, Central of Clay, 237 yards on 47 attempts. Tallassee, 141 yards on 27 attempts. Penalties, Central of Clay had 8 penalties for 75 yards. Tallassee, 4 for 30. And we'll go back. We had talked about the first downs. Central Clay had 21 first downs. 19 of those were rushing. 2 of those were passing.
They're looking for Brad. I see Coach Battles walking away. I don't see Brad. To try to catch up with the coach.
I see him trailing. There he is.
Here we go. Brad Davis with Coach Mike Battles.
Hey, Coach, it was another ball game. First half, they had everything go their way. Second half, we had a few things there that we could have done better. But that's a very good team. Doesn't take away anything from us. We could have executed better. But I know you guys are going to go in, get ready for next week's ball game. And hey, it's a situation where you play the teams in front of you tonight. They were a little bit better than us tonight.
Well, number one, that they whipped us. They whipped us up front pretty good. We had chances down there, going in and got stopped at the one and got back down here. But, a lot of that had to do with them. They controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and we had a hard time getting our receivers up. Our kids played hard to the end. That ain't going to change. But, tonight they just came ready. They came ready, and they executed. And, we just couldn't do much with them up front, and we didn't tackle well. We had some opportunities, but every time we would get something going, we would self-inflict something, a hold or a sack or something, and you can't do that against a good football team, But it's still early in the season. We're 2-1, and so we're gonna go get ready for the next game. We got Beauregard, another big region game, and it's tough. I know everybody wants to go undefeated, but few teams do. But we can still go 9-1, and that's what we're gonna go do.
Absolutely appreciate it, Coach.
And the Tigers coach Mike Battles there, just giving it. What do they say? They put it down where the goats can get it, or something like that. I think's the old saying. That's
Sounds
exactly
good to me.
what he said was exactly
True.
what happened.
Yeah.
He's right. They just whipped us. That's what he said.
He was correct.
21-6, Clay County with the win. Central of Clay County, again, winning the region opener. But I do like the attitude. Still got a lot of season left. You still go 9-1, right? Starts
That
next
is
week
correct.
at Beauregard. Our Spectrum Player of the Game, C.J. Ledbetter, Superman Award. Josh Boatwright, he had the one turnover for Tallassee, the interception tonight. And he is a senior, so congrats to Josh on winning that award. Again, the Player of the Game, Josh Boatwright. Next week, maybe we can get a W and make it a little tougher to decide.
Got to go to Beauregard. They playing well.
They are. Looks like they're going to win tonight. They're up big now over Valley. And I really thought, I may be wrong, but I thought Valley was going to be a contender, and they still may be.
Right.
I don't think there's any guarantees going forward with anybody for Tallassee.
Oh, no.
As you go, you got to get back on track next week, and Beauregard has not been the easiest place to play over the years. So we'll see next week. That's where we'll be with you for 6 o'clock airtime next Friday night. Plenty of time for you to call and check in with the School Board Show. They're giving away some prizes as always. They'll have some scores and your comments as well until 11 o'clock tonight with Trey and Chris and anybody else that wants to show up down there. So y'all check that out coming up next. For everybody here for the Tiger Nation crew, Philip Beckham and Courtney Thornton, for Brad Davis on the field, Stephen Osborne, Philip Nelson, and our producer, Leanne Butler. Michael Butler, thanking you for listening and watching tonight. Once again, your final score, Central of Clay County, 21, Tallassee 6.
This is going to sound weird because I'm totally disgusting, but it could have been a whole lot worse. It really could have been.
You can toss this. Are you tossing stuff? Trash can?